Welcome back to the Night Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Markley, at BryDollarSign on Twitter. To my right, Jordan Wakefield.
How are we doing, everybody? It's at JWakefield98 on Twitter.
And then to Jordan's right, Bailey Gary.
Hello, everybody. You can find me at BGary24, capital B, capital G on Twitter.
And we're the Night Shift Podcast. We have video again. I've mastered iMovie. When I mean mastered, I've learned how to sync audio and video. So we should have video this episode.
Assuming there's no difficulties with
it probably will be. But I'm thoroughly excited that I figured it out. So it's going to be weird because I'm going to have to kind of look at the camera because I'm always looking at you guys.
Yeah.
And so hopefully everything's all right.
It'll add a nice, unique element to it. It'll show our reactions a little bit better.
If that's what you want to call it. Oh, yeah, it'll help. It'll help.
It'll help. It'll help.
Might be a little harder on the eyes.
Oh, it's going to be... I mean, if you have to look at me for 2 hours straight, I'm sorry in advance. Especially with that light. Oof.
Wow.
Yikes.
That goes for all of us, I think. I think it's fair to say. Yeah, episode 9?
9.
Yeah.
9.
Is it 9 or is it 8?
No, this is 9.
This is 9.
This is
okay.
9.
So it's 9.
Last week was 8 with Andy.
That's right. Shout out Andy for hopping on with us last week. That was fun.
We'll have you again sometime, Andy.
Of course. Then you get his ugly mug on here with us, too. Oh, man.
Wait till Matt gets here.
Good
if my phone camera somehow survives, then we'll be all right. But, yeah, it was fun. We'll definitely get him back on and some other people on, too. I want to get some other people on. It'd be fun. Always to hear different voices, different opinions, especially from people who aren't, as into the hip-hop sport, into what we like. So housekeeping stuff, as per usual, follow the socials. Twitter's at _TNSP_ on Twitter. This is where Bailey interrupts me and says everything's on the link tree, so I'm just going to say everything's on the link tree. What else? Patreon. Still pushing the Patreon, even though we don't have any supporters.
That's all right, though.
Except myself.
You don't have to support the Patreon. Like, comment, share the videos and all that. Share it to your friends and all that. That's all we need.
We'll talk about our growth a little bit later because there's in our back end of the podcast we got some cool things going on. But yeah, how's everybody doing? We all right?
I'm doing good.
Great. A little tired, but it's all right.
Boys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm tired as fuck. I'm ready to fucking pod today. We podding today. It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a really good one.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got music heavy. But before we get into it, Bailey, what are you listening to?
I'm going to be honest. The only thing I've really been heavily listening to is the album we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
So, I've ran that back like 20 times.
Interesting. Jordan, yourself? Well, that is if Bailey doesn't have anything else.
I finished Ghost of Tsushima, so...
Not to interrupt you, I'm going to move the table.
Okay.
So everybody hold on to your shit.
So I,
Alright. Well,
the definitive edition of Shadow of the Tomb Raider was like $20. So I started playing that 2 nights ago, I think. I'm not very far, but that and still playing FIFA.
You're still playing FIFA?
Career mode.
Oh, okay.
It's the only thing I play.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, manager mode to get technical, but...
That's fair.
Jordan, yourself?
Same thing. Beat Ghost the other day. Amazing. We'll talk about that down the
Brian's
line.
Done.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later down the line.
No pressure.
Literally.
That was a good one, Bailey. That was a good one. I'd be making fun of Bailey sometimes. Sometimes he'd be going like 3 for 16 from the field.
Yo,
but he's 1 for 1 already.
What did J.R. Smith say?
Shoot or shoot.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was going Bailey. So nothing else.
Oh, I was just waiting for you two to be done.
Oh, well,
No pressure, which is what we'll talk about later, which is why they were going crazy. Listened to the YBN Cordae album the other day. Turned 1 yesterday. That's really all I have to say about that. We talked about that a little bit before.
Great album.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's talk about it now while we're here.
Okay.
Yeah, it turned 1, yesterday?
Yeah, Sunday.
So, what's yesterday? The 26th?
Yes.
Sorry, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that album's fantastic. I truly can't wait to see what...
I think his next album's going to be better.
I can't wait.
It'll be interesting to see. He has a lot of growth. He has a lot of potential as an artist because he can rap. He can kind of do that like singing thing.
Very similar to J. Cole, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If I compare him to like another artist, he's kind of similar.
Very much so.
To J. Cole.
Yeah. Well, we always talk about like not even on the pod, but like in general, we always compare it. I don't like the comparison of Jid to Kendrick, but that's kind of what
it's
Jid
the
to Kendrick.
resemblance. Cordae to Cole.
Yeah.
I forget what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Well, until you remember, I think Jordan was a big fan of Cordae before the album even came out, and he was super hyped for it. And I was excited, but I wasn't to this level. If he was, and then holy shit, that album comes out and it's fantastic.
Well, I remember before he even dropped the album, he dropped that single. He dropped R&P with Anderson .Paak. And you love Anderson .Paak, and I love Cordae, and we were fucking with that song like the minute it came out. Like, so
yeah, that song's great.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously the whole album's good, but
good features too. I feel like all the features didn't seem.
It didn't feel. None of them felt forced, which is usually what happens with debut projects.
Yeah, another wasn't I forget the name of the song, but didn't he have a song with Chance on here?
Yeah, it's Bad Idea.
Yeah, that was also one of the singles, and I really like Chance. So
Wait, and
that was a really
speaking
good.
of Chance,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Big Day turns one like.
But no one cares about that.
Yeah, but
did you know Chance loves his wife Bailey?
did you see what Dr. Sweet
Logic knew
said?
it too.
Did you see what Dr. Sweet said on Twitter?
Nah.
He absolutely roasted. He said something along the lines of,
Oh,
I went back and digested The Big Day, and after digesting it, that album did not get enough hate. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny about The Big Day was I'm stupid, so like I didn't realize he named his album The Big Day not because it was his first album, but because it was his wedding.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Big Day, because it's finally your first fucking album and it's garbage.
Yep.
Shout out Chance anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of Chance, I mean, he's super good on Bad Idea.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that verse is better than anything that's on the damn album.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like, Chance has undeniable talent, but I don't know what he's doing.
He's still good. Like, one miss doesn't, and we'll probably talk about this when we get into the Logic conversation. But one miss, no matter how bad the miss is, doesn't take away from the 3 real good projects.
Even though this miss is really bad. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
But yeah,
for sure.
that Cordae album's really good. Jordan and I got the chance to see him live.
Yeah.
Kid's gonna get on
That was
up.
looking at that tour now,
Again, Logic.
that is a legendary tour.
Mhm.
Cordae, Jid, and Logic.
Mhm.
2 super upcoming.
And Logic's got a good ear, no matter what
Yeah.
people say about him.
Yeah.
Obviously, he fucks with them, and they fuck with him. So, yeah.
everybody fucks with Logic.
Well,
I
not
mean,
quite.
Overall, he's a nice guy.
Sure. We'll get into the Logic talk.
Did you guys catch that? Everybody
Later on.
loves Logic.
It's almost like Jordan has a hat on that says
Says
everybody.
everybody.
2 for 2. Let's go. Bailey
Amazing.
cooking with gas over there.
Amazing.
Why we did the Cordae talk. I didn't get to say anything I was doing yet, which is fine. That's why I put it in there because we talked about it. I figured we'd just get it out of the way. What have I been doing? I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima still. I think I'm way behind these guys because obviously they beat it already. I've just been dicking around in there, like just doing whatever.
Yeah, but
There's a lot of things
I've been
to do.
dicking around too, and
Well, yeah, y'all just madmen. That's why.
well, I was really addicted to that game. Really addicted to
That
that
game was cocaine.
It really is. If you haven't played it, you have to go and play it. It's one of those. Not to interrupt.
No,
you,
you're
sorry.
good. I just had something I
Not to
remembered.
interrupt Bailey, but that is one of those games that is just once you get into the story, like you really are in the story. Like
get
it's
sucked
super
in.
good. It's super good.
No, I saw this I forget what his name is, but he did a review on Ghost of Tsushima, and he was like talking about the picture mode. He was like, they added this picture mode just because they like know how beautiful the fucking game is.
Yeah.
He was like, it's like those guys who take those Instagram models who just post pictures of them because it's just like, hey, look what I got.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's true.
And you speak of the photo mode, I just posted another picture on my Twitter at Brad
So
Allenstein
beautiful.
again. I had some banging tweets today too. I demanded Millersville to lower the tuition because they said
They
8.
commented too.
I know they clapped back. I was about ready. I had the fucking clips ready to go, but I decided it's my
Did they
semester.
comment back?
You didn't see it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
They're basically breaking it down about how like they're still paying professors full time and all this shit. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to like get banned from Millersville. Please, I only got 1 semester left, like 2 classes. I ain't going down that road. But I also had a tweet. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a long day. I've been up since 4 for no reason. And I tweeted something. I was scrolling on the timeline, and I promise you I'll tell you what else I've been doing here in a second. But
God.
I've been scrolling down the timeline, and I saw some random chick. You know these social media chicks. They just say whatever the fuck they want to say. She said something along the lines of, "I'm about to ruin somebody's life with this new hair." Right? So I go on Google and I'm looking at cartoon characters, and I say, Bailey pulled the tweet up. This is my words. You want to attack me? Come at me. Quote, chicks be like, quote, ready to ruin someone's life, end quote. Looking like Coco from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. You know what Coco looks like from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? Just Google it, and that looks like every IG model, every Twitter model.
We need to pull a joke button. We needed an air horn there.
Well, I don't know how to do that shit yet.
Yeah.
There, Jordan's the air horn. So yeah, my Twitter's been kind of fun today. Listening, just
Yo, I forgot what character Coco was.
just random shit on shuffle. I haven't been listening to too much, other than the shit we'll talk about. I still been listening to that Hetty One and Drake song.
Bangs.
It's fucking insane. I love that song.
You don't know who Jordan looks like?
Oh god.
Hold on. You keep talking.
Well, I don't have much else to say, so I'll just fill the space
All
until
right.
you.
Well, here's an example.
Oh, that's fucking wild.
Yo, he's cheese.
Unreal.
Jordan is cheese.
Jordan is the same
Just
color
put a little
as
bit
cheese.
more hair.
I'm Wilt. Remember little Wilt?
Yeah, I remember Will.
Yeah, that's me.
A little bit more hair and I'm cheese, yeah. That's fine. I'll be
man.
cheese.
Again,
Does cheese
go
have a
on
fucked
Google.
up eye?
No, that's
Probably.
Will. Will got the fucked up
Oh.
eye.
And he got the
Alright.
fuck that part of me look like this.
Feel like a-
Bailey's Eduardo.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know how we got that sidetracked.
Because Foster's just goated.
Yeah.
That is a really good show.
Still trying to get through, what's the show called? My Hero Academia.
Banger of a show.
It's just, you know.
I just bought a My Hero Academia poster. I,
I,
for some reason, had like the random urge to redecorate my room, and I bought like a bunch of anime posters.
I've been looking at a lot of those prints that you
Yeah.
had sent me.
But this is who
I don't know the
Eduardo
website
is.
or I'd plug it,
It's,
but
it's
Mahama Sabato.
yes, I don't know how you say it. It's Maha Satava or something like that.
okay.
There's Bailey. Except Bailey's a lot less happy than Eduardo.
When I'm at work, I'm fine.
But yeah, My Hero Academia, going through that. I've felt super productive recently, so I've been writing a little bit more, trying to do some more creative stuff. I don't know why. Just kind of felt the urge to. When you catch the urge, you gotta kind of roll with it. Other than that, man, I've just been working, sleeping, doing fun shit. That being said, let's just well, we can talk about baseball a little bit.
Good.
Opening day was Thursday. Opening night was Thursday night, and I know Bailey and I both took off for it. So
I got to watch this. Lose to the Marlins.
yeah,
That's always fun.
yeah. Well, Marlins have COVID, so fuck your team. Your team's fucked too.
Well, I hope you know the whole season's fucked now.
Well, yeah, the whole season is fucked, and I started writing. That's what I was writing about today. Jordan, I don't know if you saw at all. I'll just give you a quick rundown. Basically, the Miami Marlins
Fucked everybody.
11 of the 33 players that traveled to Philadelphia to play in the series over the weekend. They've only played 3 games, mind you. 11 of the 33 traveling players and staff have COVID.
Oh fuck.
So good thing Reese was wearing a mask at first.
So basically, like, they said about how there was a call with the commissioner today, and that like there was no talks of canceling the season.
He said
but,
it's
like,
not a nightmare.
But
But
like,
Rob Manfred sucks dick.
but let's be real.
But like you're playing with people's lives there at that
Well,
point.
exactly.
Like so, whether you're not planning on canceling it or not, like you're playing with people's lives. So at the end of the day, it's better to just.
And I'm a diehard baseball fan. Betty and I are both diehard baseball fans. My angle in the article I've been writing and my tweet this morning was, you gotta cancel the season
Yeah.
because you can't make teams and players and people go through that just to play baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's not.
To me, I think they should leave it to the players. If the players are content with just seeing how things go,
Yeah,
they're the ones risking their lives. So.
It's a slippery slope because like you can sit here and say, oh, like the NBA, right? They have the bubble, but the problem with the bubble works.
My man, Will
Will,
said,
yeah.
"Fuck
The
the bubble.
bubble-
I'm trying to get some tits."
Well, and some wings apparently.
Yeah.
The bubble works until the bubble pops. Once the bubble pops, everybody, it's like the fucking dirty bubble in SpongeBob.
It is. It is.
Like,
that's a good point because I was gonna say about what you said. If the players are saying that they don't mind playing, then just let them play. But the problem is what if it's split? What if you have some of the players that are like, oh, I'm not worried about COVID, let's just play, and then you have some of them like, yeah, but I.
What the players opt out. If the player doesn't want to play, he can opt out.
Okay, but
He'll
what
just have to
happens?
call somebody
But then
out.
what happens if you have a team that half the team opts out?
Well, then either.
see, there is a designated COVID pool of players
Mhm.
Oh,
that
okay.
teams can pull from, and there's also still the minor league systems that they can pull up from.
And
but
there's
that
a
gets
lot
even
of players
more,
in the minor leagues.
That gets even more interesting then, because then they're at risk. So it's like a never-ending cycle if it continues. And I guess my thing is, like, if they continue the season, more players are going to probably opt out.
Yeah, you let the Players Association decide, I guess.
I just don't think they should continue. I mean, they're only 3 games in, and there's games being played as we speak. But at the same time, it's like, is it really worth it to play a 60-game season? Like,
Yeah, I don't think it's worth.
And don't get me wrong, that Thursday and Friday I had yesterday, it felt normal again. Baseball's on. I was golfing both days, but it's like, somebody's health is more important than my enjoyment.
Yeah.
Or my sense of normalcy. You
Well,
know
look at what Freddie Freeman went through.
Yeah.
He said he hit like 104 at one point.
Yeah. And he said he truly was like, at a point, it was like, I'm going to die from this. Like, so it's still no joke, even though people want to, make it seem to be a joke. While we're on the sports topic, we won't stay here long. Premier League finished up.
Yep.
I think we're all relatively content with where our teams finished. United won the last day, which put them in third, which qualified for Champions League.
So funny you guys finished over Chelsea.
That's hilarious, isn't it?
That's-
Even though they clowned us for being 5th all season.
You have no idea how happy that made me.
Oh, yeah.
No idea.
Trust me, I understand. There's Arsenal fans still trying to
Well,
talk.
Chelsea beat us once this season in that
Out
FA
of 4
Cup.
times?
No, in the FA Cup.
Yeah, out of 4 times.
Out
you
of
guys
4
won.
times.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
trust me. Listen, I understand when it comes to these little nobodies trying to talk.
To the London teams.
Like, Arsenal, you finished 8th. No European football at all.
Still talking though.
Still talking.
For those who aren't familiar with how soccer is structured in the Premier League, it's a table. It's not like it's standings, but it isn't standings. So like,
It's like a modified standings.
Correct. It's not like teams go to the playoffs, but the top 4 teams, so places 1 through 4, qualify for the UEFA Champions League, which is like the big.
That's like the most prestigious
club tournament.
I would say that's the most prestigious club tournament, like Bailey said. It's top teams from obviously England, Spain, France, Germany, Italy, all over the damn place.
Well, and you're even looking at some like Russian leagues and some like
Turkish leagues.
Yeah, like some
Dutch leagues.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Swiss
Because I was thinking of
Yeah.
Ajax.
Yep.
So your club gets a good financial boost from that as well.
Brand
Being in
exposure.
Champions League. I mean, I don't think United really need that anymore, but
It always helps.
You're still going to get a financial kick, which can help you with transfers.
Well, no matter what team you are, the financial kick, maybe not necessarily the publicity, but the financial kick is huge regardless, because bringing in signings costs money, and as the players get better, they cost more money. So it just
Especially the way
as time passes, the market just goes.
Especially this market and how skewed it is now. I mean, United's interested in Jack Grealish, and Aston Villa won 80 million,
which he's not worth.
No, he's not. But
they spent 80 on Maguire, so
right. Well, and you look at they spent 60 for Bruno, roughly. There's a lot of add-ons that could take that up. That's kind of what the market is now.
Yeah, but Bruno's worth.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my God, Bruno for 60 is.
He's got like 10 goals in all competitions, and he only got here in January.
Bruno is for 60.
Yeah, he has like 10 goals, 7 assists, or something like that.
He's chump change compared
and
to
honestly,
Maguire.
he's had a few. He's had a bad run of games here, but he's also probably tired as fuck. I mean, he's been playing the whole time. So I think it'd be nice to get. Obviously, we need Jadon Sancho up top.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I think that's basically a done deal at this point.
And to be honest, the season's not that far away from starting again.
No, because
September 12th.
Yeah, it's basically a month, not even a month and a half, like a month and a week of transfer, because the transfer window opened yesterday. This morning, I think.
This morning.
Yeah. So I think the transfer window is just as exciting.
Absolutely.
Especially it's stressful as fuck for a club like United, because we're literally linked to everybody and their fucking cousin.
Well, Spurs wait till the final 10 hours to do business.
Well, that's almost good. You don't have your hopes at all. You're just like, oh, here we go.
The transfer window is super unique because like each team is so different. You know what I mean?
Well,
teams like us.
Before we continue, again, if you're not into soccer, the transfer window, kind of think of it as free agency, but there's no real. There are contracts and players are assigned to contracts with different clubs.
But you can use money to buy players.
You can buy players from other clubs.
Yes.
And there's buyout clauses in contracts.
You think of a club like United, who's a top club. They're gonna smaller clubs that have really good players are going to try to get as much as they can from a big club for their player, because then they can use that to kind of rebuild.
Unless they're a relegation side, which goes into more of the table even more. The bottom 3 teams in the Premier League specifically, because every league does it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like Germany has a relegation playoff.
Yeah, they do.
So
Which is what I think the Premier League should do as well, but that's just
yeah,
different topic
yeah.
for
But
different day.
so the
Well,
bottom,
I wish MLS would adopt a table.
oh yeah.
I wish they would do that. I wish they'd go all in.
Mhm.
But
So the bottom 3 teams get relegated, and then in the league below the EFL Championship, the top two teams get automatic promotion, and then is it like 3 through 8 go through, or 3 through 7? I forget what
I
exactly
think
what it
it's.
is.
I only think it's 14.
I think it's
Is it
only
3 through
3
6?
set.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then those 3 teams will go through a playoff, where the third, which is the
Well,
first
it's 4
seed,
teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it'll be like the third seed, which is the third place in the table, the
Yeah.
first seed of the playoff will play the worst, and then you
Yeah,
know
4 and 5 would play each
yeah.
other,
yeah,
and then like
and those teams will go up, and the other 3 will go down.
not that we're like nerds explaining fucking soccer, but like when you think of the league, so the Premier League's like the top league, right? That's
Yeah.
like think of it like I think the best way to put it in U.S. sports terms is like think of it as the major leagues.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the EFL, which they call the championship, is a step below the Premier League, which is basically like AAA in baseball, and then kind of works your way down. It's kind of
Yeah.
like minor leagues, but not really.
And there's way more leagues. Like it
Oh my
goes-
God, yeah.
It goes all.
There's like
the
what,
way-
like 4 or 5 English leagues?
There's-
No. Oh, there's so many more.
Well,
Once you get out
the-
of League 1, or is League 1 or League 2? No, once you get out of League 2, then it goes, there's like 4 or 5, and then it goes the whole way down to like teams that are trying to be considered a real football team
Well,
to get promoted up until.
That's
like,
what we're gonna do.
Well, if you're being like, if you're
The
looking
Night
at,
Shift FC.
if you're
Holy
looking at it like
shit.
super like
pro
it's
clubs.
like Premier League's top, and then there's like 6 like championship leagues that like can get relegated
and get promoted
and
whatnot.
promoted between.
And then there's non-league football, which
Yeah.
is the word I was looking
And
for.
promotion and relegation is so nice because it not demotes, but it doesn't encourage tanking.
yeah,
Exactly.
Because if you go down, when you get to the Premier League, kind of going to the Champions
That's the
League,
holy grail.
you're getting a financial boost.
Mhm.
So for a smaller club, you want to get there so you can go up and you can
Yeah.
kind of buy some more players. Even if you're not, even if you're not for one season, then you can go back down. You can kind of come back up and build your squad that way.
And the reason I brought this up is I didn't get to my original point, was that teams that get relegated, you lose a large income of money.
Mhm.
So sometimes it turns into a fire sale. Like I know
Right.
Spurs are looking at Bournemouth's Callum Wins. I can't speak English.
Spurs are looking at Callum Wilson.
Thank you. The
That was a struggle
Yeah.
and a half. That's all right.
yeah,
I'm here for you.
Thank you. The AFC Bournemouth's very experienced striker, which would be nice to have a backup striker.
Yeah. So, why are we going to? Oh, because it was
Yeah,
the
we're-
last
yeah.
day of the Premier League.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're looking forward to soccer already. About less than 2 months away.
September 12th.
That gives me. I'm hyped about that.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
pumped.
and
Like,
another thing, like because it's like a shortened window essentially.
yeah. So you gotta do them
So
sales
they're gonna be
quick.
quick. So Levy's it's Levy. Levy's not used to spending the P's, so this should
In
be
Woodward,
interesting.
we trust. Oh God. Okay, so let's get off the soccer talk. NBA is doing scrimmages.
It actually starts Thursday, by the way. You were saying Saturday. It's Thursday.
Thursday. What?
NBA season starts Thursday.
Oh well, the Raptors. Well,
Well, the
NHL.
Raptors.
See, I took off for the NHL season starting.
Yeah.
It just so happens the Raptors play that night too.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's 4 games on ESPN, so whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just be drinking and
I'm
watching
going
basketball.
to my friend. Yeah, he might. I don't know if he listens to the podcast, but if you are, shout out my man Lewis. I'm actually going to
Shout out Lewis.
Yeah, I'm going to my friend's house to.
Lewis's house.
Well, it's actually Riley's house.
Oh,
but
shout out Riley.
Yeah, but he actually comes to Taco Bell sometimes.
Ah, like they all
Yes,
do.
some of them do. But
Most of them do.
but we're gonna be watching the NBA when it comes back, so I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm not super hyped, but I'm excited. I'm excited. So.
Hey, Bulls are out, so like I'm just waiting to see how this lottery
you know.
goes.
Oh, what's that?
Facts.
So this is the Larry O.B. Defending champions. Still,
If you didn't know,
They're actually the longest reigning NBA champions.
they
if you
are
think about it.
because we're fucking goated. Yeah. So that was that's the sports side of our podcast this week. I don't know what we'll talk about the NBA and NHL, and hopefully baseball's not dead by next week.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw it, but Jordan just did the thing where it was like this. Like, we are that meme.
I was trying
Stay
to
on topic or get
I was
off
trying
topic.
to-
Just fucking
we're
hit a
fucking
hard turn.
full throttle.
I was trying to not pay attention to Jordan, I can see him out of the corner of my eye, but I was just kind of keep rocking.
That's fine.
Let's get into music because I'm excited to talk to you guys. I forgot we have video now, so y'all can just see me.
I was gonna say, what the fuck did you just throw?
It's a quarter. Let's start with J. Cole.
Yeah, I think that's the
it's
right
been over a
choice.
week, but it came
Almost
out
a week.
last Wednesday. J. Cole released 2 songs off of his new upcoming album, The Fall Off. It's Omar and I were, shout out Omar as always.
It's the Climb Back. Me and Omar talked about it yesterday. It's the Climb Back, and then it's like some
The Lion King on Ice, baby.
Yeah.
So with the Climb Back,
which is a goated name.
all I can think of, I was telling Omar this last night. All I can think of is The Climb by Miley
Cyrus, yeah.
That's all I can think about.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 songs, Climb Back and Lion King on Ice. Let's start with the Climb Back. You know what's really cool about this song?
Everything?
And I'm gonna be able. Yes, I like this one better than the other one.
Yeah.
They're both great.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Is it your favorite?
No,
Are
so
you okay? So you're
Okay, that's good. That's good. What I really like about the climb up,
The Climb Back.
the
You
climb
just,
back.
you just fucking said the climb back, and now you're like,
Dude,
the climb up?
Well, because the climb back sounds weird. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
The first song on the album.
The first whatever, wherever it is in the
Yeah.
album. I kind of want to play it, but I don't get copyrighted.
We're not
and shit.
making money anyway.
But you know the beat. You know how it kind of sounds like. This is gonna sound way out there. Just stick with me. Just walk with me for a second here, Bailey.
Listen, you said that fucking Ronnie Rich is the Drake of this coming age, so I'm not surprised by anything at this point.
Okay, I didn't actually say that, but it was kind of like that. So, the beat. You know when you're watching Alice in Wonderland, and she goes down the rabbit hole, and all you can think there's probably not an actual sound effect, but it's like that. Like it's going like somebody's going down.
Okay.
If you listen to that song again, you'll hear that, and I think that relates to I'm thinking the fall off, like Cole not falling off, but like I talk about this is going to be it.
Yeah.
He had a Players Tribune article. I didn't get to read it yet, but he's basically saying how he kind of wants to after this album. He kind of wants to fall back and be kind of like a CEO role in Dreamville and kind of like letting his artists. I don't think he'll go away,
No.
but I think retirement's going to be a theme of this episode. But I think
I need a retirement from Taco Bell.
Yes, I second that.
You third that?
I'm just gonna let the man talk.
I can't put my finger on what he's trying to say in this song, other than basically saying like I'm back, like I'm not to be trifled with. I'd be interested to see how this fits into into the album.
It kind of makes sense though. Like with the theme.
That's a good thing that you bring up.
This is the one where he says about Lil Pump and how like
Yes.
he tried to warn him.
J. Cole was right because my man Smoke Perp did terrible
he's talking
numbers.
He's not talking about Spoke Perp. He's
I
talking
thought
about
Lil
Lil
Pump.
Pump.
Well, no, I'm just saying because he fell off too. But like, I mean, he talks about Lil Pump because he was kind of the head of that, whatever you want to call him. But like,
What if? Now this is going to be super basic, but something just clicked in my head.
Here we fucking go.
What if? This is going to sound. This is stupid because I know this is. The fall off is basically the fall off of mumble rap.
I think that's what he's...
And Cole is like, listen, fuckers,
I think
this is the real music.
That's
at
what I
last."
think.
I think it's
And
like,
then he's saying,
But I don't think that's basic.
multiple
I
themes.
think that's what he's trying to imply. Like,
Well, because-
I think he's trying to imply that, like, okay, excuse me, you can make, like, okay, we're talking about Lil Pump and Smoke Perp. So you can be successful for what would you say they were successful for? Maybe about a year, 2 years,
God,
maybe?
Lil Pump had that. It was that year when he was on the freshman list.
Yeah.
It was like him and JB Blockboy.
Yeah.
That cover is fucking god awful. Shout out Jid. And I think Ski Mask was
Ski
on there
Mask,
too.
they were on together.
and Ski Mask can actually.
Yeah,
rap,
no,
so.
I respect Ski Mask.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to him, but I respect him.
But you can be successful being a mumble rapper for a short period of time because you're really not rapping about substance. You're really just kind of...
Yeah, your content is really not content.
Yeah, there's no really content. There's nothing backing your rap. You're just putting shit out, and it's kind of the same sounding thing over and over.
Well,
and
and if you
over.
aren't familiar with the situation, is J. Cole literally sat down and talked to Lil Pump for like about an hour.
About an hour and a
They
half, I
basically
think.
did an interview, and you can even see how disinterested Pump is in that. And at the end of KOD, we talked about that 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yes.
We did our Cole list that Omar's still probably fuming about. Jordan is. I know that for a fact. Jordan's still burnt about it, but that's fine. He'll get over it. 1985 is, and then it says in parentheses, intro to the fall off. So I'm thinking, obviously it connects, and that kind of connects to that theory of this is the fall off.
What if he has? Okay, now we're
No,
Speaking
don't
of
fucking
Alice in
say-
Wonderland, we are down the rabbit hole.
Don't fucking say what if J. Cole has a little pump on his fucking
No,
album.
fuck no. I
Okay.
fucking hate that. No, what I'm saying is, what if he has a 1985 part 2, and that's the intro?
Well, that would make sense.
He has like a
There's definitely something
like an
connecting the two.
extended like I don't know. He has like a different verse, or he has like an extended.
Or if you hear the beat start and kind of fizzle out, and
Yeah.
then go into something else. I'd like that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, like at the very end, because it's like a little doo-doo, like on the fall on
Yeah.
on 19.5.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about.
what if like
He
it's
lets that
kind of
beat
like
run?
yeah, what if that other beats run and turns into like this ambient little like
That's what I mean,
and
like,
then
he could-
Something
kinda-
that I think what I like about both these tracks is they have a very the production's great. It's-
Cole's production is always good.
I can't really point it to where like I've heard that from him before. I mean here and there, but
No, it's unique for Cole though, for sure.
those beats are hard. I mean,
Cole's a very underrated producer.
what's the song called? The Climb Back.
Yes.
The climb back.
I think lyrically he's fantastic on.
Well,
He's
this
fantastic
is
on
out of the
both.
two songs. This
But
is the one
hook
he
on this
bodies.
one, the hook on this one, I love. I think the hook on the other one sounds like a knockoff Drake, but that might just be me being a fanboy, which is fine. You know.
Yeah, I
we
didn't
live
think of
with
that.
it.
But whatever.
Billy, you got anything to say about the Climb Back?
I'll talk a little bit on it.
My man had some bars.
Is that the one where you said I and you flip it upside down and it's an exclamation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
Yeah. He said he said my N-words shoot first as if they never played the point more two guards. Enough straps to fill 4 U-Hauls, more death than World War II caused.
Yeah, I think Cole's feeling kind of slighted. I think he's kind of feeling a little disrespected, and I think he's about to show out again.
I think so too.
He even went at BET's neck.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Jordan, go ahead and I want you to transition us into the second track too.
Oh, well, that's actually perfect because what I say kind of transitions right into the second
also,
track.
I'm sorry. Address me as the GOAT. They call Chief Keef Sosa.
Bailey just added a block to his tally tonight.
I'm in my sectional like a fucking 3-piece sofa.
Yeah, I know Omar loved that one. He caught that one right away. He was like, "Oh shit!" All right, Jordan,
So
give me the Lion King on Ice.
Oh well, I was going to say about. Let me talk about the climb back first,
Okay.
and then I'll go into the Lion King on Ice. So what's unique about the climb back is he's kind of doing like 3 styles. You know what I mean? Because like he has 3 different. Well, I wouldn't say beat changes, but it's almost like 3 different sounds almost, like throughout the song. Like he has that like rapping part, and then he has that like slower, like he slows it down a little bit, and then he kind of picks it back up, which is kind of unique for Cole because he's normally just one sound. He's just going straight over it, which is what he does with the Lion King on Ice, which is where I was going, which is my personal favorite, where he's just kind of
He had a
going.
real good flow on that.
Yeah, like his flow is super good, and the beat behind his flow, I'm not sure lyrically. I don't look at the lyrics all too much. Bailey could pull them up.
Not on the first few listens.
Yeah, not on the
either.
first couple listens, but Bailey will probably pull them up and go in a little bit detail more on that. But just the overall sound of him just rapping over it and the sound behind it. If the album sounds,
So I have a theory on this song. I think so. If you're familiar with everybody who's familiar with Cole from his mixtapes, thinks of Young Simba and kind of this comparison to a lion he's had throughout his whole career and the Lion King. I think Lion King on Ice shows that obviously it's a play on like Disney on Ice, right?
yeah,
I think it shows that he's got the full mane. He's a fully grown lion. I think the on ice part means like kind of you were talking about how well he flows, how smooth
yeah,
you go on ice.
yeah,
When you're watching an ice, like a Disney on Ice, how smooth the skaters are. I think that's kind of a hit at what. Maybe it's nothing close, but you know.
But you could make that comparison because he's not afraid to take shots at people.
No.
You know, look at Snow on the Bluff. Look at the stuff.
Well, I wouldn't really say it's a shot, but I get what you're saying.
But
He's
people
not afraid
took
to
it.
speak his mind.
Yeah.
He's very open and unapologetic.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He does not care, which I think is something that more rappers I think should do.
Nah, he's fucking J.
but
Cole.
he
Who's
does-
going to tell him what to do?
He does a good job of not being disrespectful, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He does a fine line of saying what he needs to say, but he's not being
He's
disrespectful.
good at watching his tone.
Yeah, for
well,
sure.
compared to some people might not think so.
Well, yeah.
Some people might think he's the police for tone checking people, but we talked about that already. I won't talk about that anymore. Yeah, man. You want to?
You don't have anything to say on that?
Well,
That's why I was like, what do you mean?
No. I thought I didn't listen to this as much as I listened to the Climb Back. I agree with the whole kind of J. Cole and like you know, the young Simba, just kind of like the lion theme that he has throughout his career. I thought he flowed better on this one, kind of like Brian said with like the ice. Like ice is usually smooth, so he kind of flowed he flowed really well on it.
It's just super effortless. I think that's what
Yeah.
I was trying to say is how effortless he just.
That's one thing I will say about J. Cole. Like when you listen to J. Cole, he effortlessly drops bar after bar.
I was just his same exact thing. Him, Kendrick, and Drake. I mean, they're all most rappers, but them in particular just make it seem so easy. I mean,
well, that's what the really good ones do. Like when Jid starts rapping, like
I didn't real quick before we go any further. I didn't say this in what I'm listening to. The song with Smino, Kenny Beats, and Jid.
Oh, Bugatti.
I fucking love that song. It's Bugatti, and Jid calls a female a jalapeno, which I'm gonna start using from here on out. Okay,
dude. The thing with like Jid, especially,
he calls her the hottest jalapeno, or something like that. That shit's legendary. I'm gonna use that
fucking
shit.
Wild.
After this shit, I'm about to
wild.
DM somebody and be like, "Yo, you're a jalapeno,"
and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Well, we'll know.
Probably it's better. It's better than what I usually get.
No, but
yeah, reply.
Right.
No. But it's just like another thing is, and like you can tell with really top tier elite rappers is like sometimes, and I feel like this goes under the radar for people who don't really think about it.
It's just good as fuck.
I told
That's
you.
Just good as fuck. Sorry,
Dude, I'll
But,
tell you, shout out
like-
Propel.
Yeah,
Sponsor us and Sam Adams.
you can find us at
Linktree.
No, TNSP Business Gmail. whatever.
Oh, that's right. Shout out to
Business,
Gmail.
yeah.
Yo, if we get a fucking Sam Adams sponsorship, I'm fucking. We're moving out.
Listen, we're fucking. That's it for me. I think that's
That's
highlight.
that's all I need. Just send me.
The
a
only
bunch
thing
of
that's better is the
somewhere
Pink
else.
Whitney sponsorship.
Oh, I don't know about that. Ooh.
Yeah, let's keep it going. I don't want to
Anyway,
reminisce about last week.
Yeah.
But we got, you see, again, us staying on topic, getting off track. But
Welcome to the Night Shift Podcast.
Yeah.
Like, if you're here, you're here.
no, but it's people. I feel like it's another underrated part of like lyricism and rapping is like fitting certain words to a song a certain way, especially like, and you have to hear it like someone rap to like really get it, because sometimes it feels really forced, but there's other times it's like, damn, he somehow fit that in there and flip the words
Pause.
to, to make it to the. You got me off track.
I got you. We got you.
But you know what I'm saying?
doing.
Like, sometimes it's hard to fit certain words into a song.
You can't fit a square peg into a round hole.
And sometimes
You can.
These rappers do.
Look at Lil Pump.
No, that's not what I meant.
I want to speculate a little bit before we go into logic.
Go ahead.
So, if
Let's hear it.
from what we
I like speculating.
why? Yeah, I know we're the best at
We
it.
gotta get a whiteboard here. I'm gonna like write shit.
So that would be kind of cool.
That'd be
Like we
kinda
could put like our ideas behind us, and we could just talk about it. But anyway,
Or like random quote of the day. Like you guys watch you guys ever watch Around
you
the
know
Horn?
what the first one would be? Quote, what you call a bitch you don't suck dick, you don't.
Shout out
Yeah.
Jid.
That's the first quote of the week.
Yo, that would be actually a good idea.
That'd be
like
cool.
a song quote for each week. Anyway, but if you ever guys ever watched Around the Horn on ESPN,
Oh, yeah.
I forget the guy's name, but he always has that whiteboard with a
yeah,
stupid
yeah,
quote.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. What's his name? It'll come to me. Keep talking. Go ahead,
Okay,
speculate.
yeah, let me speculate. So after hearing these two songs,
Woody Page.
Yes,
That's
I
what
just
it
looked it up. Yeah.
Speculate.
where does this put where does the album fit? Do you think does this album potentially be Cole's best? Like, does it beat a 2014?
I think it has potential.
Does it beat a 2014?
This has potential to be a
or
classic.
does it fit more like a Born Sinner, For Your
So
Eyes
the
Only?
timeline was telling me that this is the hardest shit we've gotten from Cole. Pause.
In
In
a
a long
long
time.
time.
Okay.
No, that is true though.
Okay.
That is very true.
Okay.
And it's hard for me because I think I'm one of the people that like KOD more than like other people do. But I'm thinking if it's Born Sinner level good,
I'm
I
fine.
am
Oh,
perfectly
yeah,
fine
Me
with
too. Me too.
Shit, I mean,
if it's
Cole
For Your
doesn't-
Eyes Only, I'm good too.
that. Well, Cole doesn't miss. That's
No,
the thing.
right.
So, I mean,
That's what I mean. That's why I say it's hard to speculate with
when
somebody like Cole.
when we do our tier list, it takes away from how good these guys actually are.
Oh yeah.
Because
yeah.
we're nickel and diming like what an A and an S is, and at the end of the day, it's
Well,
like
and I think we put KOD at a B for a J. Cole,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
But KOD at a B is some of these artists' S's. So like,
I mean, you also have to understand that it's like, and this is another thing with like certain critics, like a guy like Anthony Fantano, like who I know you can kind of be like either you're sitting there like, wow, he's kind of nitpicking, but for people like that, like this is what they do, And like, because speaking of like Logic a little bit, I did the first listen through. I watched it on Twitch with him. So he was saying I actually said he likes Anthony Fantano despite Anthony kind of shitting on him in the past. He was like, because he said he's real music journalism. He sits there and he lives, eats, breathes music. Like it's all he does.
He picks up on the very intricate details about.
And like when he gives an album a 7, people are like, it's kind of low. For a 7 from Anthony Fantano is fucking great because he doesn't give many albums good ratings. Like a 6 for him is like normal.
I would say like for somebody like him, like he's allowed to be kind of like a dickhead. You know what I mean? Because
he's allowed to.
He knows his shit, and it's not just one genre.
Like
it's
you were
everything.
saying, like he will sit there and listen to an album and dissect it and know it like in and out and be able to talk about it fluently to somebody else. So I think that gives him the right.
He plays instruments too, so he knows.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The way we look at it, like we can say, "Oh yeah, this beat's really good," just because we fuck with it. But he'll tell you why that beat's good or why it's
this
not.
turned into Anthony Fantano propaganda.
I haven't watched him in a while. He's funny though.
No, yeah, he looks funny too.
He kind of looks like a mix between you and Jordan. Anyway,
he's buff as shit though.
That means he must be ugly as fuck.
he ain't the prettiest one to look at either. But he knows his shit. He gets a bad rap. People call him Melon, which is funny.
Yeah.
But
well, he like embraces it, calling himself Melon. People say him and Logic look alike.
That's kind of funny. A little bit. You got anything else to talk about the Cole songs?
They're both really good, and I think it's a
pleasant surprise too.
I think it's a good like rollout for the album.
Yeah. He didn't really bring too much hype behind it, right?
No, he
gave about.
That's how he is.
Yeah. No, which is good. I'd actually kind of rather.
The timeline goes crazy.
I kind of would rather have an artist just be like, "Yeah, I'm going to drop this day," and it's like 2 days.
What did you guys see?
That builds hype so fast and like just.
Because they go kind of like Logic did.
Yeah.
We won't transition there.
Yeah, but did you see what's his name? Is it Abraham or Ibrahim?
Oh yeah, CEO I guess of Drinko or something like that.
But he was saying, he was like, yeah, we know Cole like could get this #1, but it was just like we feel more comfortable dropping on Wednesdays. Like it's never been about the numbers for Cole. No. Cole doesn't fucking care. Like this man, if you thought he cared, he wouldn't have grew his dreads out this long, this much, and he wouldn't have just rode around on a bike for no fucking reason. When this man could be driving Bugattis and Ferraris.
It's funny you bring that up. Last thing I have to say about Cole not caring about the numbers. I saw something the other day. It was like one of the hip hop pages that does like the numbers of like billboards and stuff. No,
it was a different one.
No, it was just a random one. And it said that like J. Cole's highest ranking song is Middle Child, and it's only at 5. He's never had a #1 song.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't blow my mind though, because it's tough. Because when you go on those, when you go by numbers, right?
Yeah.
You're competing against a whole shit ton of stuff.
For sure. For sure.
Not to sound like a Drake dick rider, but like Drake can make a Hotline Bling.
Oh yeah.
Drake makes those.
Well, yeah, that's another thing because
God's plan.
Yeah, because Drake reaches so many different genres of music.
He's a pop star, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And is very influential in multiple cultures.
Well, he'll also outbar your favorite rapper too if he wants to. I don't know about outbar, but you know what I mean. He'll stay.
I mean, he might be a better rapper than Kanye.
Yeah, I think he is right now, for sure. But yeah.
So if your favorite rapper's Jid, he's not taking him.
No, he's not taking Jid.
No.
There's only one person I might be.
There's only one person I stand more than fucking Drake, and it's Jid. So
that is very true.
Oh, Drake and Jid track.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
That'd be weird.
Because Jid got that versatility too. He got hooks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Think about like a working out type Jid sound with that. Oh
yeah, with the Drake verse.
Oh
in
my,
there.
are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
What about Black and Drake?
That'd be great too.
That'd be
Throw Jid on there too. Why not?
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
East Atlanta Playboy and the Six God and whatever we call Black. Did you know Black's daughter? I think it is named Six. SYX.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's she. I don't know why I said it. Is she?
Well, I don't know if it was a she or he either. So
I think we can.
You just said her daughter.
I know, but I guessed.
I'm pretty sure we can confirm that this person's gender is female.
I'm 95% sure it's a daughter.
We don't want to assume genders out here.
We don't assume genders out here. But
you know what? Fuck. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If I didn't say any outlandish shit last week when I was drunk, we'll be all right today. So let's just get into the meat potatoes. Logic's 9th studio album. I think it's 9th.
Mm-hmm. Sounds right.
It is.
No Pressure. He announced it last week. Well, I guess almost 2 weeks ago now. a week and a half ago. Came out Friday. Announced this was his last album. He was retiring from rap after this. Signed a deal with Twitch to do whatever he wants to do with Twitch. I'm going to go last because I have notes. And we also have integrated something new in this segment where I tweeted, if you saw us, if you follow us again on Twitter, @_TNSP_ on Twitter. I tweeted out earlier today, basically if you're a Logic fan and you want to share your thoughts with us, to email us your thoughts. We actually had one new listener that none of us know. He followed us the same day, today. We're going to read his thing and once we get through all of our nonsense that we have to say about it. And then Andy, who was on with us last week, also sent me some of his thoughts. I want to speak for him as well. But
who will start?
I'm going to go at the end. I'll go last. Like I said, I got notes. And I'm going to have to pull them up somehow.
Okay. How do we want to talk about the album? How do we want to start?
Just give me your rundown.
Okay. So from the top, No Pressure has that beautiful, like, incredible true story, like, with the cybernetic, whatever you want to call it, like, announcer type thing with
Thalia?
Yeah, Thalia's the
Thalia's the name, but, like, I don't know what you want to call, like, it's like
AI.
Yeah, AI, sure. She does that over, like, just announcing what's going on, and then Logic comes in.
What I also love is the guy at the very beginning. I don't know what his name is, but he's hold on, I'm gonna have to find the lyrics.
I know what you're talking about. Not Thalia, but the other guy, the other narrating voice.
Yeah, the other narrating voice.
That gave me Incredible True Story vibes.
Yep.
Whereas Thalia was Under Pressure.
Yep.
Continue.
He does a really good, like, throwback to that. And then he has a lot of throwbacks just throughout the album, like,
which was so great to see.
A lot of, like, just reminiscing of, like, Under Pressure and Incredible True Story, and then he has a little bit of, like, the mixtape vibes in there too. I'm not going to go into depth of the song because I'm sure we'll get that to yours. Just overall, the album sounds really good for Logic, for it being his last project. It all flows pretty well, I thought, in my opinion.
I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this.
The sound is... Well, not maybe the sound, but, like, what he was rapping about was kind of... It kind of got away, which is what we were talking about last week. It kind of got away with, like, the biracial and the I'm biracial, so this and the internet and that whole, like, theory that he was going on in his last couple albums.
You said last week about how he doesn't talk about certain subjects like really well. On this album, he did that, like, because he still touched on the internet a little bit and whatnot, and he still did it how he could have done it.
But I think
what I mean?
It's fine that you can touch on those topics. We talk about it all the time. You can touch on those topics, but I feel like the problem he's had with those last couple albums is he was super focused on, I'm biracial, treat me as such, or, the internet's, like, polluting our minds and we need to get off the internet and all that, or et cetera, the list could go on. But I think he has a really good balance this album of just, he talks a little bit about being Irish, but not too much. Very, very small in that.
It's not that we have a problem with what he says. It's just we want to be
I'll chime in here and there, but I'm not saying anything too in depth until I go on my spiel. The biracial thing isn't. If he does allude to it, it's not so.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like it's almost subtle. It's
same
almost
with the social media stuff.
Yes, which is good. I think that's good for Logic. Like, you can touch on that, but just don't be so, like, blunt and in your face about it. Which he did.
You don't want to be beaten over the head with it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think he did it really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Do you have anything else?
No, I just kind of want to do an overview. Okay. Well, I said we'll go into detail more.
Yeah. We'll go into once Bailey's done. I'm gonna go ahead and really dig into it, and
that's fine.
You guys can kind of feed off me because
Brian has all the notes and everything,
go ahead,
so we'll feed off of him.
I'm all over the place. Actually.
I really enjoyed this album. When I found out No ID was going to be exclusively producing this, I was excited. No ID is... He's one of the greatest producers.
Work with Kanye, Jay. I mean, come on.
He's a legend in the rap game. Everybody knows who he is, and if you don't, you might not be a real rap fan. This album was everything I was hoping for it to be. It sounded like Logic again, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's so bittersweet that this is the end too, because it's like it seems like he finally got it again. But
I wish. It though?
It kind of is.
We'll talk about that then.
Because
Okay,
we love
sure.
Logic, you know what I mean? But I'm happy for him. I'm excited to see, his Twitch deal. I will watch him.
Oh, me too. Absolutely,
yeah.
I will. Because I'm all over Twitch. I watch Twitch like all the time.
Yeah,
So,
I would say you probably watch Twitch the most out of.
Yeah,
I'm very rarely.
I can say that for a fact that I watch
Yeah.
Twitch the most. So.
No, but I didn't feel like the album was too long. I didn't feel like it dragged out. I didn't really dislike any tracks.
I didn't either.
I feel like he always has his certain like corny bars where it's like, but that's just Logic at the end of the day.
He embraces it.
Yeah, but he also he is a corny guy. He knows that. Like, I feel like he admits it. Like he's a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's very self-aware. I will say, because like I said, I don't know if I said this on the pod, but I watched my first listen through was on Logic. I did this. I can't remember.
You said that he streamed the first listen.
Yeah.
And that was Bailey was saying he was.
So it was cool because he was able to give certain points to talk about and whatnot, and just watching him throughout the album, especially at the end, because at the very end my man started crying. It was just like
I did see that clip.
I tweeted when it happened. I was like, Logic crying on the stream coming back about to get me crying in my room right now. Like we talked about, I don't know who it was before, but we talked about how we've talked about it off the pod about Mac Miller, because like I felt like we watched him grow up. And it's like, it's the same exact thing with Logic. Like, especially from his... I wasn't there at his mixtape days as, like, these guys were. But a little bit before Under Pressure and during Under Pressure and then after.
But still, I mean...
It's 9 studio albums. It's a lot of life.
You're still a fan from the beginning, I think. I mean, Jordan and I hopped on with the mixtapes, but, as long as... When you were there for Under Pressure and to see the journey from there... And
that's 9 studio albums. That came out, 2014? 2014, so, and he was early 20s then? He's 30 now. Crazy to believe, but, no, but, like, I will say, it's, like, when I first was listening to this on the stream, especially with the narration by, the guy's name is Orson Welles.
Yeah. That's, author.
Yeah.
He wrote, come on, English major Brian, fucking figure your shit out. Continue, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but like how it goes, he says, "Good evening, this is," and then you hear Logic.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that whole time
I'm back
I was
with my old friend, and then it says no ID.
Yeah, and then I got goosebumps talking about it right now. But like, it was so cool because especially he says, "Now tonight, what we do have is a thriller. If you think it's half as good as we think it is, you'll call it a classic."
Yeah.
And then especially it gets to the part where it's like, oh yeah, it's so gratifying to get the chance for us to do it again, and it keeps going in and out, and like him repeating himself. Like, I don't know, that beginning part, it just, like, from the beginning, I just could tell, like,
okay,
this is going to be good.
I fucked up. Orson Welles was a director.
Okay.
You know Citizen Kane? Like a legendary film?
Oh, okay.
He directed that.
And Logic loves film.
Exactly.
So that makes sense. Is he the guy who talks at the very end of the album, too?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the same voice.
Is Orson Welles a Caucasian male?
Yes, he's white.
Okay.
I like how you were very, very,
yeah,
very PC with how you said he's white.
Yeah. Because that just ties into the end of the album. Because I was listening to that, which I thought was not that I was. This is like one of the only maybe negatives. It's not really a negative I could say, but the very end of the album on the last song, I was hoping where it was a cool speech to listen to, but I was also hoping not necessarily to get like a full song at the very end, but just kind of hear Logic chime in more, like kind of how in the beginning of the album where he was kind of. But I mean, he kind of let it rock, and it was still pretty cool.
I'm looking for a bar, dude, and I can't fucking find it.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to find it.
I'm looking. That's why I'm looking.
You're good to go.
Yeah,
you want me to go?
You're good.
All right. So, I'm gonna pull up my list here, Jordan. No, don't cheat. So
he says don't cheat.
I don't want you to look at my list. You probably won't be able to see it either. Where do I start?
Yes.
Where do I want to start? I want to start by saying, because I think this might be a surprise to you guys. I think I'm going to come off sounding more negative about this album than I want to. I like the album a lot. I truly think it's the best thing he's released since The Incredible True Story.
I agree.
I don't think it's better than the first two.
No.
I don't think it's better than Under Pressure. I don't think it's better than The Incredible True Story.
Those return to form for sure.
However, I think this is right there. I think this is his best produced album. I think the beats are fantastic. That being said, I don't love the lyrics. I just smacked my computer. I don't love the lyrics. Before I'll go in deeper. Let me just roll through here. First thing that's on the top of my list, Soul Food 2. amazing.
man.
Yeah.
I had instant chills.
Yeah,
I was just listening to it. I wasn't looking at the track list, and I was like, wait a second, I know this.
Yeah.
And then holy shit, he flips the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then he flipped the second half of it.
Yeah.
And I love that.
That-
That was really cool, and he does that really, really well throughout the album.
That's super good. Just Logic, just his ability to just kind of it's not on the spot obviously because it's a studio album, but just his ability, like when we saw him live,
Mhm.
you know, his ability to just kind of that freestyle, like he can sing a song and then freestyle right after and then go right back to the song. He does that so well.
That was the one point where I really got, I want to say emotional, but like I was like, this is really cool. This is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think another thing I just want to say real quick is it was super cool to see him kind of wear his inspirations on his sleeve this album. I kind of like that because there was one song at the very end. I forget which one it was, but you could tell it's very Kanye inspired.
It's the one that interpolates, Lift Off.
And then
off
there was another one
and
it was I forget.
Fuck.
It's
on Igor.
It's the drum or the piano.
Is it Running
on
Out of Time?
Igor.
Yes, it's Running Out of Time.
Yeah.
It's that.
And then he also did a very Outcast.
Yeah.
So it was, and
So-
he said on the stream that he was like, I'm paying homage in my own way. So he's like, for anybody who has something to say, I'm just paying homage. It's
So
always showing.
the when you say about Outkast, kind of goes into my next point here. Silas is the only feature. Silas is the one who's featured
He had
on
a good
Celebration.
feature.
Yes.
I didn't love the feature.
Really?
I think his verse is good. I don't think Silas is that interesting of a rapper.
Oh my
That's-
god! Thank you for
so,
bringing that up.
I don't
Holy
think
fuck.
he is
I wanted
either,
to
but I
bring
thought he had
that
a good
up.
verse.
I wanted to bring that up.
Having obviously, I don't know if you guys caught it. Andre 3000's on here a little bit.
Yes.
He's talking.
Yes.
He's on the album that
I was
the
so
song that he
hoping.
does,
I was so
I was
hoping
waiting for it. Oh my god!
for
Imagine.
an Outkast feature. Him and Big Boy.
Are you kidding me?
That would've
On a
been
Logic
sick.
song?
But I'm okay. I get why he didn't want to have any
Oh
features
my
on
God,
it
it
except
would've
for
been so
Silas.
good, though.
The Silas feature makes sense. I don't love it.
Well,
And
Juicy
it's-
J was on here a little bit
Well,
too.
and that's the other. I have Juicy J in here as well. Juicy J just saying all that violent shit that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's so
Juicy
funny
J's
because
so
like,
great.
especially he's on Inkblot on Bobby
excuse me.
Tarantino 2, and it's just funny.
No, it's on everybody. Inkblot's on everybody.
Is it fucking really?
Yes.
So what song is he on?
He's not on one of Bobby Tarantino too. Fucking 2 Chainz is.
Oh, 2 Chainz. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. He's on State of Emergency.
So I have it here. It's like a passing of the baton.
Yeah.
He's basically giving it to Silas now. I just don't think Silas is anywhere near what Logic was, which is fine. Maybe he'll grow up. Like I said in my notes, I don't think Logic. I don't think Silas is all that interesting. Verse was decent though. The beat on that song, fantastic. I love that song.
It'll be interesting.
I didn't know who it was at first, honestly.
It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I actually didn't know it was Silas at first either until I saw somebody tweet about it from one of the Logic fan pages.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one it was, but he only has one studio album.
Yeah.
I don't even think
Is that even an album?
He has
it's
one
like a
project.
mixed-
It's like a mixtape, right?
And it's okay.
So it'll be interesting to see when he actually releases his first album to see what it sounds, because like he can rap, but he's just not really rapping about anything.
I'll get it. He has the same problem Logic has for me nowadays. Let me just keep going down the list, and I'll dive back into some of these points.
Okay.
No Pressure, the album. This is what I really want to hit on. Does what Young Sinatra 4 did, but better. So remember, Young Sinatra 4 was supposed to take you down that memory lane of the Young Sinatra tapes. No Pressure does the same exact thing,
But better.
It does it better.
I agree.
I don't hate Young Sinatra 4 at all. I just think that's what I thought of.
I think
It gives you that incredible true story
A lot
and,
of
and
nostalgia.
under pressure vibes.
you know what I think would have made Young Sinatra 4 better is I feel like Young Sinatra 4 had too much features and it kind of threw away the Logic sound because like you had a lot of those like upbeats and then you had those like kind of pop songs with
You had the Wu-Tang song, which is awesome. You had it's Haley Steinfeld something like that. Ordinary Day is the song you're talking about.
Yeah.
You had you're talking about the
What's the one with fucking
One Day.
Is that the one with
Ryan Tater?
Ryan
Th-
Tedder.
that's
that
it.
song, I don't like that song.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Who else? Well, he had that Wale feature on there, which was good.
Which is good, yeah. Like Young Sinatra 4 is not bad, but I
He
just
had
think
Jaden Smith on it. Shout out Harrison.
for like a whole 5 seconds.
fucking iconic,
Yeah.
which that sounds
He bodied the second half of that.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm not too mad at the features on there because the Young Sinatra tapes did have, well, the last one had a lot of features on it. That was the one right before his album. So,
yeah.
like I said here, not necessarily a bad thing. My favorite tracks, real quick, I have 3 written down. Amen, which is the second to last one. That's the one that flips, running out of time.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
that's the one that's on the ESPN commercial too.
Yeah. Speaking of nostalgia, when I heard that,
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the Signature 6 production there, which was good to see. Soul Food 2, obviously.
That's my favorite.
And I really like Man I Is. That's the one that has the little trumpets going on.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
I really like Open Mic / Aquarius 3.
I like that one too.
That one's fine. I don't truly dislike any song on the album. Let me just keep going down the list. We're almost there. This album is a celebration of Logic in his career. Basically celebrating him. He's looking back on how he accomplished what he wanted to do in life. He accomplished his dream. He conquered it. Now it's time for a new challenge type deal.
He can be. Well, I'll talk later. Never mind.
We're almost there.
I want to say what I want to say.
This is kind of my big wrap up here. Rapping in the production is the best it's been since Incredible True Story. Yes. I think we can all agree on that. I said it's hands down his best project since his first 2 albums.
Yes.
I don't think that's close either.
No.
I think first Bobby Tarantino, and it's between the first Bobby Tarantino and Everybody, and that's how I would rank them. It'd be right there in the middle of Bobby Tarantino 1 and Everybody, and Incredible True Story, and No Pressure.
I agree.
Under Pressure. Sorry. And what did I say?
You're right.
I said it's a special project for those who love Logic. Obviously, we're all big Logic fans here. And I think a lot of people, it's not cool to really like Logic anymore, but Logic was big. Like, everybody loved him.
There was that stretch when he went Under Pressure, Incredible True Story, and Everybody, and Bobby Tarantino 1, then Everybody. People were all over Logic. They were loving what he was putting out.
Well, because all 4 of those albums, I know Bailey doesn't like Everybody as much, but the quality was still there.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't, everybody can feel a little preachy, which I get, but the quality of music was still there, and then it really took a dip. And then this is where it's gonna make me sound negative. This is what Logic is. This album showed to me that when you look back on his discography, he didn't really change all that much. His subject matter, which I think, I agree with you guys, where like he didn't throw any in your face like social media is bad and biracial stuff, but he's not really rapping about anything.
No, he's.
I was disappointed that the album didn't feel very cohesive to me. Whereas I keep fucking up the 2 fucking names. Under Pressure is super cohesive, and I know it's not fair because it's his debut project and you can only tell your life story once. But at the same time, I wish he was. The song "Dark Place" on here, I really like that.
Yeah,
I wish he would have went deeper with it. Like I think we said last week, I wanted to know where he was at after he divorced his first wife, and I don't need to know that, but that shit makes for good music. I like this album. I would say I love this album, but I just you just kind of sit there like, oh, okay, this is what Logic is, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. But I look at it. I've always said that Logic peaked with his first 2 projects.
Yeah,
and it's true because nothing's better than that, and I think this can come close to being up there, but I just wish he would rap. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You guys get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. It wasn't very cohesive. It wasn't. He does just kind of rap.
But I don't think. Okay, so hear me out. So I don't think it needed to have cohesion.
Yeah, I'm not super upset with the cohesion part.
I think the reason that I'm not so mad about the cohesion is because I think it all flowed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you needed necessarily cohesion because like you could tell when the songs kind of broke and like they all sounded like they all just it flowed. Whether he's rapping about stuff or not, like he's really not rapping about anything.
I think that's why it reminded me more of Young Sinatra.
Yes,
because I was the same way. Where it wasn't like there's no real skits and Thalia's there and the guy at the beginning's there, but none of it really goes together.
No, it really has no.
I mean, I guess Under Pressure, it's cohesive, but it isn't. If that makes sense.
Under Pressure has more cohesion than No Pressure.
There's more storytelling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then I think The Incredible True Story is the best at being cohesive.
Absolutely. I mean, all of Thalia is fucking amazing.
What else did I want to say? There's something else I wanted to say. Is there anything you guys want out of what I said that you want to jump on?
So the only thing I'm curious is, so Logic is like all about his, rapping about being biracial, and then Everybody was kind of that like political thing. Sorry, you're fine. what, like, since he's not really rapping lyrically about anything, like, what could have made the album better? Because, like, I don't know if he could, like, would rapping about a subject on here made it better? Like, I don't think it would have.
No, and maybe it's a good thing there wasn't.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think
focus.
I don't think
I don't
focus.
know. I don't know what I necessarily would have wanted.
That's what I mean.
You know what I mean? Like, it's tough because I have a feeling this album has been done for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I think this has been done for a long time now. I just, we got some dad bars, which was nothing crazy, which was good.
One bar I really liked, he was like, "I love my wife like I'm Chance."
Yeah.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
But then here's my problem, Bailey. That's a great. This is a great example of what I get tired of. Is right after he says that, he says some shit like, "If you're hating on that, then you can't relate to us because you didn't make it out the spot you're in right now."
Oh yeah, I mean,
not to sound that arrogant, but like, you know how many times you said about the fucking basement? I'm tired of hearing about the fucking basement. I've been hearing about the fucking basement since fucking 2014. You're out of the basement. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
He also
let's go back to the basement. No, Logic, let's not fucking go back to the basement.
We're in the basement.
Well, literally home of the Basement Boys, but we're not the Basement Boys. Shout out Caleb and Zach.
And the other another thing is like he had a bar, and Anthony Fantano started laughing when he heard this, but he had a bar about, "Look at my catalog, no misses."
Yeah, that's bullshit too.
And
Because
Anthony Fantano paused it, and he just started laughing. He was like, "That's a questionable bar." And like it's true because he has some misses.
Okay, but
Logic's not gonna say, "Oh yeah, I have misses." You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Like, but was he kind of memeing? Like being like,
Yeah,
"Oh yeah,
he probably was.
I have no misses."
He
but like,
1000% was.
In
It's
reality,
just a flex type thing.
yeah, I think that's
he
what
memes being biracial now too.
Yeah.
And I mean, he memes being married.
Kind of.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I had on this list somewhere too. It got cut off, so that doesn't have all my notes. But like recycled bars that we always get used to from Logic. Like, I'm not mad at it because it's the last. I feel bad if I didn't like it. You know what I mean? If I hate too much because it's good. It's good music.
You're allowed to have your opinion.
The production is fantastic. I just think Logic truly ran. I think he truly ran out of things to rap about. I'm being so serious.
And I think. Listen, I think that's fine, right?
I think that's part of the reason why he's done.
You have how many mixtapes? You have 4? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 4 Young Sinatras, and it depends on who you talk to. There's one before that, but
okay. Well, let's just say he has 4. He has 4 mixtapes, and then you have 9 studio albums. So you have 13 bodies of work.
You know what the common denominator is? The fucking basement.
Yeah.
Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Let's take it back to the basement. That motherfucker yelling about how like. I don't know. What was he saying? He was saying some dumb shit on that one.
Oh, dude, that album.
He said, what the fuck did he say? He said some dumb shit about his penis. What did he say?
Yeah, but he also says, "I'm icy, I'm clean," and he says something about, "I'm a bad motherfucker." Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's corny as fuck.
Yeah. Another thing I also remembered that was on my list. I was surprised with how much this included in The Incredible True Story.
Yeah.
Like, you heard the fadeaway flow in there, which is really cool. And then he switched right back from it to whatever flow he was on.
References where he was like, "I've never met
Thomas
anybody
and
that..."
Kai and
yeah, he also said, "I've never met anybody that hasn't liked The Incredible True Story." So,
I think he knew that. Well, he's acknowledging that there's 2 projects that people really, really resonated the most with. I'm going to step back. I'm going to let you guys...
Okay, real quick, what was your guys like? Do you have any songs that you're just like, wow, that sucked? Or just how many skips does this album have?
I truly don't think there's any skips.
I don't think there's a skip.
It has one skip for me. I don't want to listen to Dad Bod.
What?
Like, it's funny, but I just don't fucking care.
No, see, I think that goes...
It was kind of funny, but I didn't need to hear it after I heard it the first time.
But I think...
You know what's interesting about that?
I scratched my dick and shake his hand and take a picture.
But you know what's funny about that? And I actually give Logic credit here because he did something that I kind of just critiqued him for. I said about how he is rapping about the same shit. He says about how, "Oh, you want me to rap about my everyday life now?" And it's just him going to the grocery store and looking at a girl with a fat ass.
Yeah.
Like
and meeting fans and scratching his dick.
Apparently.
No.
That's only... I don't love it.
I really like the first half, but the second half is just like, I get it, it's funny. It felt, like I said, he wore
I'm gonna make Bailey mad with my next...
He wore his inspirations on his sleeve that song, especially the second half, was very Eminem.
You know
that
what?
Was so Eminem.
You totally just threw me the perfect oop. Heard Him Say is something I would have expected on fucking Recovery. I don't hate the song, but that, like, the chorus and Logic being too positive and shit, and, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, that's some Eminem pop rap shit. I didn't love that.
It doesn't really make me mad.
Heard Him Say is probably my least favorite.
I don't know what my least favorite song is.
Sounds like something you'd see on a fucking, you know, that commercial with the dogs that make you cry.
It's
like,
weird because,
if you
like,
donate to help this puppy, it's like
It's just
you
Bowser
donate
with
to
a
help
sad
this
face.
kid,
So-
this sad kid.
So this album's weird for me because, like, I love this album, but there's no song like Soul Food 2 is probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm. I think it's hands down throughout the community the best.
But, like,
everybody loves that song, obviously.
I don't think, for me personally, there's not, like, besides Soul Food 2, like, the rest of the album, there's not a song that really stands out above the rest, but then there's also a song for me that doesn't really drop below. Like, they're all just good Logic songs that are produced well, flow well. He's not really rapping about anything, but they all just
He's rapping about more than what he rapped about on Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. So that's right there is
well, that's already a win. But we kind
It was
of
hard
already,
to make it worse.
I feel like we
Confessions.
already expected him to be doing that because Confessions was so fucking bad. Like, I'm sorry if you somehow see this someday, but that shit is awful. Like, that shit is so bad.
There's like 3 songs in there that I really like.
Dude, I couldn't.
It's the Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. The song is really good. Lost in Translation was the last song.
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
yeah. I like
And
Lost in
then
Translation.
fucking Limitless. The song was like, "You the man, you the fucking man, rolling on your head." He's not saying shit. But
There's a
that
song with
beat,
Eminem was okay.
I didn't love it because I'm not a huge Eminem fan, but I'm not mad at that one either.
Oh, wasn't
But it's
Joyner
like-
Lucas? No, that was on Joyner's album. Never mind.
Oh, you're talking about fucking
ISIS.
ISIS. Yeah.
Junior Lucas. Ugh. We'll talk about cornball. Here's one.
Fuck yeah, yo! Speaking of fucking cornball, his album was 17 fucking songs,
Like-
and 9 of them were fucking singles, bro. 9 of them were already released singles.
Yeah,
like, damn,
That's more than half your album.
you're fucking clowning at that point. But anyway,
How much do you think you're gonna go back to this album?
Well, I don't go back to albums often, but there's a lot of songs. I mean, every song besides Dad Bod's in a rotation, and the last one because it's not a song.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know how many times I'll listen to this after tonight. And that could just be me growing out of Logic and not liking Logic as much as I used to.
so
But there's nothing.
it goes back to what I said. There's
It's a good album, but it's nothing
besides
special.
Soul Food 2, nothing is super like.
There's
over the
nothing really
top.
bring you back to it.
No, there's not. But I
agree.
think that's okay
Yeah,
because
I'm
like,
not saying
it's
it's
his last project.
And that's I'm glad you're coming from the same spot because I don't want to sound negative. Because
No.
I'm not being negative. I just don't think.
like if somebody that
And it's a great album.
if somebody
I think
that
it's
doesn't
great.
normally watch us, like let me just put it bluntly, me and Brian are huge Logic fans, but we have grown, I think, just out of Logic, and
Well-
we're more into this new era that's coming up.
We've grown, and Logic's music also have decreased, so it's been like one of these things.
Yeah,
You know, it's just Logic doesn't really talk about anything anymore.
no,
And he raps super well. Nobody's ever doubting he can rap, but it's
and he has
for me. It's not. I don't really normally when I listen to rap music, I don't really care about the technical ability, which is why like I always recognize Eminem's one of the best rappers ever, but his content doesn't do it for me. Where somebody like Drake, I know it sounds, it's you know
You're being a fucking dead
we're
horse
being a
here.
dead horse, but like Drake's content I can relate to more even though I don't have my own private jet. And I don't look like him and shit, but I can still get my bag. You
You
know
don't
what I mean?
look like Yusuf, look like Hamza.
Yeah. We got anything you want to bring up? The nice gentleman that sent the email to us.
Oh,
and
yeah.
read that.
You have
we completely
hold on.
forgot about
Let's
this.
shout him out since
I don't
we're
have
here.
my phone because we're recording.
Here, I'll pull up the Twitter real quick. But,
he sent us his Twitter.
He followed us.
Well, he followed us.
Oh,
yeah.
did
he?
Yeah.
Hey, actually, I didn't even know about this because I was at work this morning, and then these guys kind of talked to me about it. But thanks for following us.
Oh, and
Appreciate it.
before we get into his, Andy said about the same thing we were talking about how he was happy with how it was a reflection on Logic's career. I think he did that really well.
I really
he did
wish
that part
Andy was here.
really
Because
well.
Andy's like a super big Logic fan too.
Yeah.
And he also said that he's glad the album's good, and he said now that since this album's good, he can forgive Logic for not sending him his Bobby Boy hat.
You know what?
Because you heard that story last week.
I can honestly say that I think this is a good spot for Logic to be in
I
because
agree.
I think this remedies the Not that Young Sinatra 4 is bad, but it remedies the
For a lot of people,
supermarket, which is fucking hell. And then we have Confessions of the Dangerous Mind, which is
And Young Sinatra 4.
No, Young Sinatra 4 I think is good.
I think everybody will agree on Supermarket and Confessions being the two bad projects, and those are two back-to-back bad.
And those
projects.
are real fucking bad.
And it makes it comes back up.
Like you're here, right? Like you're going under pressure.
We've talked about this.
You're like under pressure, Incredible True Story, and then you're coming down, right? And then you hit like fucking
rock bottom at one point.
Then you hit like fucking Supermarket and Confessions, and you're like fucking down here, bro. Like you're way down here. But then like I feel like No Pressure like brings it back up for him like a decent amount. Cause like I think everything on there is super good. Just nothing's like
it's
over the
nothing
top.
crazy. I think that's. I don't know if I was expecting this to be some huge hurrah at the end, which it was a hurrah, but like. I guess I was expecting a little bit more. Just content-wise.
I feel like for us...
I didn't know what to expect.
And maybe even for Bailey, though, but I feel like we had our expectations high because it was going to be a Last Logic project, and we weren't going to see anything
I was
else.
expecting this to be good.
I was just hoping it was good.
Yeah.
And I got that.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, I'm happy. I just you know, we talk about music. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What's my man's name?
I don't want to give out his full name just because it's in my business.
What's his first name?
Well, his name is Jonathan or Johnny. So shout out at Johnny Bravo FTW.
That's a fucking lit name.
Yeah. So he said this album. Oh, thanks for giving us something to talk about. By the way, this album, No Pressure, feels like a love letter from Logic to his fans and his entire musical career. The production and lyricism is top notch, and this album has something for everybody. I like what he did there. I don't know if he intentionally.
Oh look, what'd you say?
He probably
Everybody
definitely did.
He probably did, but which I completely agree with. Also, he says as does Logic's entire discography, which I will also agree with. There's something relatively there for everybody.
Shut up and read the email.
Shut the fuck up, Jordan. It's been so much fun going back to each of his previous projects and experiencing them all over again. It's like watching a movie while knowing the endings and catching all the references, messages, foreshadowings, Easter eggs, etc.
Okay,
That's what No Pressure does.
I got chills when you were saying that. That's a really good.
This was really good.
That's a really good take.
Well written.
That's a really good take.
The only thing that I will somewhat disagree with is going back over all his albums, because not all of his albums are that good.
Okay, but
that's the only thing I disagree with. The rest of this was really well written and thought out well.
I think what he's saying is because just because we don't fuck with
Confessions
exactly. And Supermarket
doesn't mean somebody else does.
There's definitely somebody out there that's like they're bumping Confessions. I don't
right
know
now,
fucking how they're doing it, but they're bumping Confessions.
Yeah.
You know what Logic said in that song? I just not remembered it.
Oh my god.
He said that he's biracial only in his penis.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
I thought about that. But.
No, this was actually a really good reply, and I mean it was well written, and you can tell like he gave this a lot of thought.
You can tell he's a Logic fan too.
Oh yeah. I like
sure.
his unintentional, intentional everybody pun.
Bailey likes puns.
Good puns are great.
The only thing I'd say to him is like lyrically, I wish I could talk to him. Because I want to know what lyrically stuck out for him that maybe we're not seeing.
Well, he did have that one bar that's on a T-shirt. He's like, I'm like God before Lucifer fell. I raised hell. That was a bar.
See, this is where the difference is for me. I think I'm seeing it a little bit in our conversation. I think this is good because I think you and I are more similar than what with Bailey. Bailey loves those punchline, double entendre type things, and Logic does that well on here. He's not truly saying anything. So for you and I, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
I
lyricism
do
can
like
be looked at.
punchlines.
I know you do. Lyricism can be looked at two ways. Lyricism can be looked at how you put words together,
similes and metaphors,
versus
also.
what you're actually fucking saying. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's
so like
I didn't even think about that.
You wouldn't consider Drake a lyricist,
no,
right?
Fuck no.
But you know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He's not going to put, got so many chains they call me Channing Tatum. Like that's the bad. That's the other side of lyricism, just bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I'll admit that it's not a good bar. I still.
Well, I think it's also because
absolutely.
like I'm also semi old school, so I like punchlines.
Right. What fucking pop style?
Yeah.
Similes, metaphors, like I don't know. I really like that. And like
speaking of metaphors, I'm gonna derail this big time. Did you listen to? There's a new Lupe Fiasco project.
I didn't listen to it.
There's a song on there called Dinosaurs, where he talks about
he
dinosaurs.
He calls the old heads dinosaurs. And
no, he's calling himself a dinosaur.
Yeah. because he's an old head.
Yeah.
He was on the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah, that's why I was just listening to it last night. I was
Yeah.
like, this is funny. You gotta listen to it, Jordan, because he said something in the song about how dinosaurs have sex and they make eggs or something.
I did not.
Yo, I gotta send you the clip. You're gonna die.
All right.
Back to the Logic and
No, yeah,
my
but
man Johnny Bravo.
yeah, thanks. Shout out Johnny Bravo. Thank you for sending us something.
Listen, if you do end up listening to this, can you send us like another email or comment us or get a hold of us
DMs are
somehow?
open.
Because I really want to know from you personally, because it seems like you're a pretty big Logic fan.
Well,
What lyrically?
plug your Twitter
Well, he can just DM us.
or Jordan.
Jordan's Twitter's
You
in
have
the
a
bio.
full, you have a full conversation with
At
the boy over here.
JWayfield98 on Twitter.
Are you
DM me.
sure?
At J capital W, something like that.
It's in the bio.
Yeah, but I really want to know what lyrically stuck out with you, because I don't think, for me personally, there's anything lyrically over the top, but I think it all sounds
I
good.
think he had some good punchlines.
A song like A to Z, you probably really like, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was
When he's going
like,
through the alphabet and he's like saying,
so
"Hey,"
he's
and
not.
then he's-
Yeah, he's not like I get because Anthony Fantano didn't really like think anything of that song.
Yeah, but
But
we're not talking
it
about fucking
shows.
Anthony
I mean,
Fantano.
I
We're
guess
talking about us three.
No, yeah, I'm just saying. But I think it was kind of shows like technically how good Logic can be. How he sat there and went through the whole alphabet and he had bars.
Which
Again,
He may not have been saying
he's
anything.
rapping. Well, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
But yeah,
It sounds good.
punchlines,
Punchlines
yeah.
and metaphors.
No, one thing I will say though, you can tell because like throughout this album, he's wearing his inspirations on his sleeve. I think it is A to Z at the second half of the song where he plays like a song from when he was 15, and then he goes on that beat. He goes on that beat switch. The ODB influence was oozing out of that song.
Yeah,
on his. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
The
that is
cassette?
that is A to Z. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I think you're
when he
right.
plays that cassette from when he was 15,
Yeah.
I think it was. Bro, I felt like I was listening to
I was trying to think what
the
song
white
you're talking
ODB.
I was trying to think what song you're talking about. That's why I was like.
That was a cool
I was
touch
like,
too.
what
No,
part?
yeah.
Keeping Thalia in there was important, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people think it made, like, some people don't like it, and I get that. For me personally, it brings something to the album.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's an omen to, like, old Logic, if you want an old Logic.
You want to know something crazy? Don't ask me. On the weird parts of the internet. I was on the Logic subreddit, right?
God,
And
Reddit
somebody-
is a scary place.
Yo, wait till you.
Reddit's fucking hilarious.
wait
if
till
you
you
follow
hear-
some
yeah,
Reddit.
Well,
Wait till you hear-
there is a. You want to talk about? We were talking about Alice in Wonderland earlier. There is a rabbit hole on Reddit that you do not want to get caught in.
Check this out. There is. You better swallow your drink before I tell you
Is
this.
there like some
Y'all
kind of
gonna
like
geek.
weird fan porn of
Y'all
Thalia
gonna-
Logic?
Oh,
or-
there's a fucking Reddit subreddit. I think it's called Simp Thalia.
Oh my god.
And it's the in the
I don't
back of
want-
the track list. That's Thalia.
Yeah.
Somebody put the first post was like, "She thick."
Wait, hold on. I didn't even notice it. I'm gonna keep it a
Oh
buck
my
50.
god!
Oh my god.
Wait, so you said on the back of the track list?
Just
Yeah,
go on Reddit.
yeah.
Look up.
Oh, like that's her, like the robot. That's
Yeah.
Thalia. Oh, okay. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about then.
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean, she
god.
kind of. No, I'm just
What the
kidding.
fuck is wrong with people?
Bro, people fucking.
I don't know.
simp to
Okay,
the
but I kind of want
characters.
to. I kind of want to change
Shout out
topics.
him.
I still want to talk about Logic, but I want to talk more about what he's going into.
Oh, yeah.
So, since I'm the Twitch person here, what are we expecting from
Fucking
it?
nerd.
Dude,
No,
when
you
he
can
went
call me a
live,
fucking nerd, that's
when he
true.
went live, he hit over 100,000 viewers.
Listen.
I think this is like.
Wait, before you go any further, you listened to the Joe Budden episode where he apologized to Logic, and he's
Lodge.
like, why is this man holding an alien?
Yeah, my man Silas was holding Groot. No, yeah. He kept calling him Lodge. He's like, Lodgy.
Well, because Drake was drunk one time on IG Live, and Logic was in live.
Oh, really? He
And
said
he's like,
Lodge?
he's like, "What's up, Lodge?" You know, Drake doesn't
Yeah.
this. I can't do it when I'm not drunk.
Yeah. No, but I thought that Joe Budden thing was funny.
But I'm curious where, like, what are we expecting from him?
Well, I think he takes. What do you think he's gonna do?
And what do you
I
think?
think he'll play a lot of video games.
What do you think?
I think he's gonna do
What do you
that.
think?
I think he's gonna be very interactive with the fans on Twitch.
I'm gonna go last thing because I wanted to bring it up, and I want to.
I think, especially after Dr. Disrespect getting banned, and I know,
there's still a whole fiasco with
yeah,
that.
that's still a whole fiasco.
I saw that, but I have no idea what's going on. With
He
that.
got banned, and he doesn't know why.
It's fine.
essentially.
I don't. Frankly, I don't care. I think the guy's a clown.
Oh, really?
He is
He just
clown.
looks like a clown. so
apparently, he's a super nice guy, but he's a fucking
if you
clown.
look like
I
a
like
clown,
Dr. Disrespect. I
He's a
think
clown.
he's
look like
but
a
he's a
clown,
nice
smell
guy.
like a clown. It's a clown.
Clown.
But and I know
I like
Ninja.
Bailey.
Billy's he's like a lovable clown. You know, like he's the good clown. There's the clowns that are actually clowns, and there's the clowns that like tie the balloons and shit. Like, give you
Okay,
the dog
but,
balloon.
yeah, but and also another thing that I think this was really important for Twitch as a business to get Logic tied down because I know Ninja is not on Mixer anymore, and he doesn't know what he's going to do.
Mixer like shut down?
No,
Yeah.
they're gone.
And he
Man's
doesn't.
never been in Mixer when it shut down.
Right.
Hey,
And he trust me, Daddy. No,
Trust me, Twitch.
but he doesn't know exact. Okay, Two-Face, you can stop now.
oh, Bailey's dead.
But he doesn't know exactly what platform he's going on, and I don't know. It was Shroud who went over to Mixer also, right?
He's also.
Is he going back to Twitch?
I don't think so.
I don't know what he's doing, and I think so. That leaves like, who are the really big guys? I guess you have that Dr. Loopy. What's his name?
Dr. Lupo.
Yeah, Dr.
like-
Lupo. You have
What
Summit.
what about OK Boomer Girl?
Nico.
Dude, fuck
Yeah.
Nico Low, yeah, she gets.
I don't know, she was hot.
She averages like 2K. I follow her. You're supposed to believe
Hell
I follow her.
I mean,
Okay,
she's
Boomer
hot,
Girl.
but dude, okay, that's a different
She
topic.
like streams like fucking chess though, so like, it's fucking weird.
But
Who's
so like,
your
who were the
girl?
who were the big no tattoos though? Who were the biggest faces at Twitch now? It's like
Kids.
No, because
So
you got like Dr. Lupo, you
Alright,
got Summit 1G,
so
who's an OG.
It's like, I don't know, like the people that I follow. Like, it's gonna be like.
What
Tim
about
the
my
Tat-
man Caleb?
Oh, Tim the Tap
Tim the
Man.
Tat Man. It's
Well,
like
Caleb's
Nick
not- he's-
Merckx. You have Cloaksy. You have Tfue. You
Yeah.
have like.
If you
I
don't know
hate
who
to
these,
fucking say this, but you have like.
if you don't know who these
Pokimane
people
and-
are, I know who
Oh,
Pokemon
yeah.
is, but
You don't like Pokemon?
if you don't know who these people are,
So okay,
Well,
let me
that's a
talk.
different rabbit hole.
That's a different rabbit hole. But if we ever talk
what
about
about my
Twitch
man?
one
What about
day,
my man Castro?
oh yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
only-
he's
more
really
so
big on-
more so when he's playing FIFA. When he's
Yeah.
doing like his like just chattings and stuff like that, or he's playing a different game, not so much. But when he plays FIFA, dude, he averages like 20 to 30K.
Guy's
Yeah.
legend.
No, but I think it's really big that Logic, well, Twitch like locked Logic in to their platform just in case, because who knows what's happening with Shroud and Ninja. Because Ninja, like him or not, is the biggest streamer that's ever been around.
Remember when
And-
Ninja played fucking Fortnite with Travis Scott, Drake,
Yeah.
and Juju?
He used to be a professional Halo
I need some
player
fucking
before this.
band-aids.
he's like, you called him Band-Aids. Travis like, shut the fuck up.
Oh my
My
god.
man Drake just chilled there. He gets sniped out of nowhere.
He goes,
Uh,
oh shit, Ninja, come get me. And then he dropping Ninja all his fucking supplies and shit. Like, Ninja, win this for us.
You remember when Travis would kill people? He's like, fuck you, bitch! He's like yelling.
Well, it's Travis.
Absolutely.
Oh
Alright,
my
anyway,
god,
but,
that guy's a gem.
So who knows where? I mean, because once Ninja figures out what he's doing, you lose views. If Shroud decides not to go back to
That shit's
Twitch,
funny.
It is
because
funny.
like what Shroud's like a top 5 streamer.
Oh yeah,
Like
for sure.
so,
For sure.
who knows where those views will go? So I think it's important that Twitch got Logic, because whether he's good or not, he has a huge fan base.
Logic's super entertaining, so I think
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got,
He's
like
funny.
his YouTube channel he had before, like
Oh, yeah.
he used to run that for a little bit. That was super entertaining. I also think you're gonna see him do a lot more writing. I think you're gonna see a lot more books. I know he wants to do like films and shit too, so I think you're gonna see more of that as well. I don't have too much to say on the Twitch because I don't know too much about the ins and outs of Twitch.
You both?
From what I understand, Twitch, the best way to make money streaming is through Twitch compared to other
Oh
platforms.
yeah,
Do I have
for
that
sure.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the biggest streaming
They still
platform.
take a decent amount of cut, but there's just so many more people that are just go in and out of Twitch.
So
that
donations and whatnot.
you're gonna catch the money through Twitch. But you both pretty much brought in. I think Logic can be really, really successful. Not even because he has the name Logic, but just you don't have to be good at video games to be on Twitch. But your personality
You have to be one
is,
of two things: entertaining or really good.
and his personality is so good. He can joke around. He can be funny. He can be serious. He can be entertaining. Like he has all those qualities of a really good streamer. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
I want to see a Logic drunk stream.
Not music related. Like I want to see him just playing. Like he can do music stuff. That's fine. But I want to see him just playing video games and just interacting with people.
And I think he for sure will, especially now that he's retired. He's
I
going
feel
to
like that'd
have.
be so cool.
You know what? I wonder what also fits in this. You're gonna have to help me here, Jordan, because didn't Twitch do something where like you couldn't play?
Yeah, they DMCA'd Twitch. They're all like they're going back. Like people that like studios and labels and stuff like that. Like if you're playing their music, they're like copyright striking and like. For people that don't know Twitch, like if you get 3 of those strikes on your account, you get permaban. Like you don't get Twitch anymore. Like your account gets deactivated and everything. You lose all that money and all that stuff. So you got to be really careful with those. So you have to like be careful with what music you play. So I'm curious, which is something I didn't think about bringing up, if Logic with that partnership with Twitch is going to be like, hey, if you want to play my music,
I 1,000% guarantee you he will do that.
yeah, I think that'd
And
be
you know
super
what else
cool.
I guarantee he'll do? He's gonna continue to play unreleased music.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
there's no doubt in my mind that man's still got like 3 projects done.
Oh, he's got a
in the
shit
vault.
ton of
He's got
music.
shit in the vault. That's why I don't think we can tie this. This is
He
good.
said he has like over 10,000 songs.
No, shut up. That was great. Go. That's perfect tie.
With the retirement, I think I said to these guys, I think he's retiring the name Logic. I think you're still going to get music here and there.
Occasionally.
But what if he drops it under a different name? What if he drops it under like?
So it's Logic backwards.
Bobby.
No. Because last time I heard Bobby was when he was fucking screaming on the chorus where he says he's only biracial with his penis. I don't want to hear that shit ever again. I think this is the third time I talk about Logic's dick.
True. Yeah, I don't think we need to talk anymore about Logic's penis.
We were talking about before if we wanted to do a tier list. We're an hour and a half in.
We might as well do it.
We're here.
Yeah, we might as well do it.
We're
the only
here.
thing I want to say is I think this is a perfect time for Logic to retire.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, while I don't think the album's perfect, it's a perfect ending.
Yes.
It puts a nice bow on Logic's career.
I agree.
I agree.
So, like Brian said, we're going to do a Logic tier maker. We didn't know if we were going to do one today because we thought there might be 2 albums for us to talk about. But someone lied again.
Oh, I wonder who that was.
So we only had 1 album to talk about, and we decided, we didn't do a poll, so we didn't have a tier maker.
Well, we're just celebrating Logic,
Yeah,
so we figured.
decided by the fans, so we decided we'll just do a Logic one. This is going to be albums only. It won't include any of his mixtapes. It does include Supermarket for anybody wondering.
Oh, that's an easy one for me.
So we'll start from the top, and I think we all have a.
Well, we don't even have to go through. This won't take long.
Yeah, this won't take long. So
Under Pressure and Incredible True Story are both S's, correct?
That's
yeah,
super easy.
so
That's super easy. We don't even
that
have to
takes
discuss
out
that. We don't
takes
even have
out
to discuss
two.
that.
The Under Pressure and
You're right. Go ahead.
yeah, Tits will go to S.
Do we want to include No Pressure?
It's in there.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
include
okay.
it.
It's
Yeah.
in there.
So that goes Bobby Tarantino. For me, this is like an A or a B.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
A. I'm gonna say A.
I don't think it's a B. I think
Yeah.
it has to
It's
be
my
an A.
favorite
Bobby Tarantino.
era of Logic.
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite era
Yeah.
of Logic.
Everybody.
Super Mario World, 44 bars.
Yeah.
Everybody,
This is not an A.
for me, it's a B
I will take that because I don't even want to argue it.
because
This is a B or a C for me, and I'm fine with a B.
the production's A quality. The concept's pretty good,
Yeah.
but I don't hold it to the same level as Bobby Tarantino.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm kind of surprised that you put it so high. I thought for sure, like, I know you liked it, but I thought you would put it lower.
no, I think B's a good spot
Is this
for
a B
it.
for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
not.
that's fine.
It's not an A.
No. I like B being a B.
We go what? Bobby Tarantino 2 then.
Yeah, so this is an A or a B for me. I don't know if it's an A.
I think it's a B for me. I think if
It's close to an A.
I think if
though.
you look at the scale of the B, which we argue about every time we do one of these, I think that is on the higher end of the B, whereas everybody would be on the lower end of the B for me.
Yes.
If you see what I'm
No,
saying.
yeah, I agree.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
how it
yeah,
is
yeah.
for me.
'Cause I don't
It's
think
kind of like how
for me, it's not as good as Bobby Tarantino 1.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as everybody.
But
It's got
I like
some
it-
fucking bangers
It does.
on there,
It
bro.
does.
It
It also
does.
has like Wizard of Oz.
True.
That was
Not that good.
What was that?
Dude, that's got like
It was
midnight, and it has fucking
44 more.
Yeah.
The fucking song with Wiz.
Yeah.
Where it does the SpongeBob laugh.
yeah. Yeah,
So
that's good stuff. Yeah.
after that, is it Supermarket?
No, after that would be.
Is it Young Sinatra 4?
Yes.
Young Sinatra 4.
So this is a C. And I'm not gonna give this any. I'm not giving this any
No,
ground.
this is a B.
This is a C.
This is a B.
No, I'd probably put it in a C.
It's a C.
No, this is that same scale of like this is we're looking at B. Like this is like below. Is it still B? But it's below everybody.
No, this
B.
is a C.
Absolutely.
This is a, thank you. You just
So
agreed
wait.
with me. I said C. You said
So,
absolutely.
wait, you like everybody more than you like Young Sinatra 4.
I just don't think this album's that good. I don't think. I mean, I just don't want to argue. I'm just not in the mood to argue everybody right now because I just don't like it.
It's not worth arguing about.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
much.
I think B's an okay ranking. I just think Young Sinatra 4 is worse. I don't think this album's that good.
Okay, but it's really. I wouldn't say it's that much worse.
Okay.
It really isn't that much worse than everybody.
It's really not.
Okay,
I
so
don't-
like,
Cause
it's a
you
C
have-
almost into a B.
You really have like 2, I would say, bad songs in there.
I would say.
Let's just throw it in B.
I would say.
We're feeling generous. Logic's retiring.
I would say
like,
it probably has like 3, maybe 4. No, okay. 3 bad.
That's
one.
kind of like the Return, the Glorious Five, the song with
Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang Forever. Like, yeah, that's good stuff. That has Everybody Dies on
Everybody
it.
Dies.
Yeah, like that's good
Last
stuff.
Call.
That's
on the
good
end
stuff.
There. Yeah, I wish no pressure. I wish he would have done Last Call style.
That would have been
to end
cool.
that album.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool.
So
It's a B.
I
Sorry.
guess it's a B.
We'll
I'll
talk
put
about
these
it
in
more.
order. So Bobby Tarantino's almost into an A. Bobby Tarantino 2 is almost into an A, but it's not. It's at B.
Yes.
Everybody's in the middle, and Young Sinatra's should be a C, but it's not.
No, Young Sinatra used to be a B, and it is.
That's not just where it needs to be.
So that leaves us with Supermarket. So this is an F.
No, see, you know
Or
what?
it's a D. It's
You
one
know
of
what's
the two.
crazy? Okay, hear me out. Oh boy.
I like 3 songs on
This
that.
is gonna get so much hate from you too. I already know it. Okay.
My sister loves this album.
This is gonna be. This is a C. Now, only reason I say it's a C. Now, hold on, stop. Before you, this is like a this stop. Before, let me talk. The reason I say it's a C is because of the sentimental value that it has with the whole book and
Fuck
like
your sentimental value.
the
What does that
theory-
have to do with the music?
Shut the fuck up. The theory behind, but you have to think of the book when you think of the album.
Well, you've read the book.
You didn't read the book.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I totally get the sentimental value argument. This shit's a D, bro. Ain't nobody trying to listen to fucking RC Cola,
Alright, that's fine.
Red Hot
It's
Chili
fine.
Peppers.
It's fine.
That's what this is.
The only reason I'm arguing is that I don't think it's an F because I think there's
Yeah, it's not an F. I wouldn't
You
put
said
it in an
RC Cola, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It is. Yeah,
It is. It's like what
It is.
Logic alternative is to Red Hot Chili Peppers is what RC Cola is to Coca Cola.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
that's just why I
it
find
is.
it
But
Just shitty and cheap.
Yo, Harris
Shitty
is
is-
sick. Here's this.
I don't give a single fuck.
Yeah, cheap is for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I'm not saying it's good. The only reason I was arguing it for it to be higher is because of like what it brought to the table.
I get what you're saying. But no. This shit's ass. So that leaves us with Confessions.
It's
Which...
a motherfucking F.
No, I'd put this in D. Too.
This is a D.
There are some redeemable songs on there.
Yeah,
Very
it's a
few.
D.
So
This is an F. Jordan's funny.
So this
Well,
leaves
we gotta
us
do no pressure.
with no pressure. It is an A. It's not an S.
Yeah.
But it is an A.
It's, yep.
And I would say it's better than
I would
Bobby
have it better than
Tarantino.
Bobby Tarantino.
No, I would not have it better than Bobby
I mean,
Tarantino.
we don't have to argue that part of it where it goes. It's an A.
It's an A.
I agree.
So the Night Shift podcast.
Would y'all think it's? Would y'all be like mad at me if I said like for me personally, I'd probably have Incredible True Story as an A as well. Just remember how I value S's, right? Remember how I value S's. And I'm not gonna say what other album by another artist we all like is also an A, but because I'll just get crazy looks at me. But
What were we gonna say?
I'm not gonna say it.
No, you gotta say it now.
Find out next time on the
No.
Night Shift podcast.
What were you gonna say?
I can't.
I'm sure
If I
we'll
speak,
do.
I am in big trouble.
I'm
You're
sure-
not Jose.
I'm sure we'll do a tier maker, and he'll probably.
Yeah.
You guys probably already know what it is.
I have no
What
idea.
what artist is it? Is it Kanye?
Fuck no.
Is it Drake? All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. So the official Night Shift podcast tier maker.
Taste is an A.
I personally, I'd fine with putting it in an S.
Dude, you're not doing this to me right now.
No, I'm
Jordan.
not. No, I'm not. I'm
No,
not
I'm
doing
talking
this
about
shit.
Jordan because I will argue this to the death of me.
No, I'm not doing this shit.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm just
Okay.
Well,
Jordan's just intrigued.
But why would you?
Because-
just personally, why would you say it's not an F?
It's straight up just based on how I value an S, right? I only think one, maybe max 2 S's.
Okay, but that is what we have. 2 S's.
I'm aware. I just don't think I hold it to the same level as Under Pressure. For
Okay.
me personally.
So
That's all.
third time's the charm.
Okay, but now hold on, stop. No. Now we've gone down a rabbit hole. You don't have to hold it as the same value as Under Pressure. Like Under Pressure could be the top, right?
I know.
But
I
then
shouldn't have said
Under
anything.
Pressure, like Incredible True Story, could still be an S.
talk that talk.
I know. I don't like doing the scaling of A minus.
We're not doing
It's
it.
like-
No, I'm not doing a scan. But you're saying that.
Listen, Jordan, it doesn't fucking matter.
It does fucking matter because hear me out, right? You're saying that you don't hold Incredible True Story to the same standard as Under Pressure, but you don't have to for it to still be
No, I get what you're saying.
an S.
I don't know if I actually believe that. I'd just be saying shit.
Okay, no, that's fine.
So fourth time's the charm. Apparently, the official
Oh,
tier.
no, it's not
You know
actually. Go ahead.
The official
for real.
TNSP Logic tier maker. Just how it goes. The S's are Under Pressure and Tits. The A's are Bobby Tarantino and Under Pressure.
That's
No pressure.
He said tits.
And the B tier is Bobby Tarantino 2, Everybody, and Young Sinatra 4. The C tier is nobody there, but Young Sinatra 4 should be. And D is Super Mardic and Confessions.
Super Mardic.
Can we? You haven't listened too much of the mixtape.
If you guys want to go ahead and
can we do Logic just me and you just real quick?
Sure.
Just real quick. What do you think?
Welcome to Forever is an S.
Okay,
I know some
I'll accept
songs.
that. I'll accept that.
Which one's 5 in the morning? That one's really good.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
That's Welcome to Forever.
Yeah, I would say Welcome to
That's-
Forever is an S.
Oh,
Welcome to
Baldwin's really
Forever.
good.
You know what? Okay, now if we're including mixtapes,
Yeah.
if you put Welcome to Forever S, I would put Tits at the A.
Yeah. Welcome to Forever is my second favorite Logic.
I'll accept that.
That's
I'll
what.
Is
accept
Baldwin's
that.
on there, right?
I will.
Yes.
I will accept that.
Yeah, it's a really good song.
I'll accept that.
Undeniable is an A. That's the second one. Young Broken Infamous is probably a B, which isn't fair because it's like one of his first mixtapes. You know what I mean? Like,
Jordan doesn't seem to like that.
I'd probably put that one at a C.
Young
Ooh,
Broken
really?
Infamous has some bangers though.
Yeah,
bro.
but that goes on the
Oh,
adage.
I
If
know.
that's a C, Young Sinatra 4 is a C.
No,
yeah.
And I don't even know that
but
project.
Hear me out. Hear me
I
out.
can't put Young Sinatra 4 over Young Broken Infamous.
Okay.
I mean, disregard this. We would do this a little differently if we had the mixtape.
Yeah, but okay, but hear me. Here's what I'm saying. My thought of that album or mixtape in particular is the songs that bang on there fucking bang, and then the songs for me personally, the songs that aren't as good,
Yeah,
I don't care for as much.
it's nothing wild. I think it's just holds nostalgia.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Wait, Young Broken Infamous is the third one, right? And the second one.
Dude, I deadass, I can't see him. Like that's not
Okay,
even
so
being
far
funny.
right's Undeniable.
Yeah, and then
far
the-
left's Welcome to
yeah.
Forever.
The second one is the Young Sinatra.
Is it Young Broken Infamous?
Yes. Yeah.
And then what's the fucking other one called?
I don't fucking know what the other one's called. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So one's just called Young Sinatra.
I think.
What the fuck? This is not what it sounds like. Mixtapes. Here we go. Young Broken Infamous is this one,
Yeah. That. Yeah.
and then this one's just Young Sinatra.
Yeah. That's what I said.
And then
I
Undeniable,
said this is Young Sinatra.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same.
I
This
couldn't
is,
remember if it was Young Sinatra.
yeah, because this is
colon.
this is the same album cover as his Young Sinatra 4 one, pretty much. Just it's older.
Yes.
Logic.
Yes. It's right here.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I literally was fucking pointing at them.
Continue. So where does his last album go? Where's Young Sinatra go?
Okay, so I had it backwards. Young Sinatra, the first one, would probably go in B for me. We would probably slide down Young Sinatra 4,
Yes.
and then Young Broken Infamous would go right in
Yep.
there with.
Yep.
Just because Young Broken Infamous is like Logic's first mixtape.
So where do your mixtapes stand then?
So it's
Welcome to
Just for
Forever.
the fans.
Welcome to Forever is an S. Undeniable is an A. Young Sinatra is a B. Young Sinatra 4 would slide down to a C, which isn't a mixtape. And then Young Broken Infamous would go in a C. And then I
Yep.
think you have the perfect.
that is beautiful. I would say that is a perfect tier list.
You should go back and listen to some of the mixtapes.
Have you listened
Listen to Undeniable.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
my. That's one of my.
I
have it
haven't
ranked
listened to
higher,
them
but
all the way through, but I've heard songs here and there.
Oh
Like I
my
know
God.
Ballin',
Yeah.
I know 5 a.m.
Undeniable. You know, Lord Knows on Take Care, the Drake song. He raps on that beat, the first song. It's called
What's the
Deception.
one song that you play at work sometimes where he has like he's hoodied up and he has black gloves on?
That's Dead Presidents.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I know that song also.
He's a music video for that.
Dead
Yes.
Presidents. That song is
I didn't know he had a music video for
It's
that.
very,
Yeah.
very young Bobby.
very young.
Is it?
Very young. That shit's sick though.
Yeah, I didn't
This
know he
is
had a
it's
music
no
video for
glasses, Bobby.
Yeah.
that. Oh, that's young.
Man, dude, I got
That's
chills just.
Young.
All I
man.
do on the where he goes, shout out to Mac Miller, R.I.P. May he rest. I wish we got on a Mac Logic track. That'd been cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would fit, but
So hold on, real quick. When do you go to vacation?
So I will not be. I'll be
So
here.
what date will you miss the episode?
I can
not
tell you.
next week, but the following
I
week.
can tell you.
Yeah, because I feel like we can give the people something to look forward to about that day.
Bitch, where the fuck
Oh,
is my
It's
our
your
calendar?
maker.
Mac tier list.
So
we're talking.
yeah, so whenever Jordan gets it up and he tells us what day he won't be here, Jordan will miss an episode. I don't think we're gonna have a guest to necessarily fill in Jordan's spot. It's likely.
That'll be a sports heavy and
Yeah,
music Jordan doesn't listen to. But
It's likely that I will not be on a beanbag this time. That time I will be on the chair.
So I will be here the
I will
3rd
be
of
on the
August,
chair.
and I will also be here the 10th. I will not be here the 17th.
okay, so not next week, not the following week, but that third.
So
week in
August 17th it's just going to be Brian and Bailey.
Yeah.
Expect sports
And Mac Miller, team maker.
Mac Miller and
whatever else comes out between now and then. We might have a Drake album by then. If we, okay, I'm putting.
Which would suck
I'll
for
put
you.
straight out. I'll put this.
Man.
I'll put this out there now. If the Drake album comes out when Jordan's not here, we're gonna table the conversation.
I agree. Yeah,
Okay.
he has to be here. For
I know
that.
we have to be topical, kind of, but I cannot. I will not, and I mean this. I will not talk about Drake's 6th studio album. That's
heard
right.
that. You heard
6th.
666.
Yes, sir. Without the homie. I
Jordan
refuse.
has to be here for that.
I refuse. We're the 6 gods.
of
Just
Wall
And
not-
then-
Street. Of Wall Street.
Yeah,
And then whenever I miss an episode, that will likely be your. If I ever do, because I don't do anything. You guys could do the weekend tier, mate.
That was like a low-key diss at himself. Like that's
Well, I don't do anything.
Like
I'm
one day,
here.
if we get the Patreon, like people actually subscribe, we could do like the weekend tier list as like a bonus
Yeah.
episode. Because I think Jordan and I would probably throw hands at some point.
The weekend one.
Yeah.
Oh, we would probably throw. I think we would agree on the S, but when we get into those middle ones, we would.
How
probably,
many S's you have?
for the weekend?
Yeah.
Just one.
Okay, cool.
Just one.
Good.
But I think the
Oh
A's.
wait. Are we breaking the mixtapes into 3?
Yeah, we
I
already
think you
discussed
have
this.
to. I
We
think
already
you
discussed
have to.
this.
Fair,
We already
fair.
discussed this.
Yeah.
It's, spoiler.
Shit, how many A's would you have?
That's a topic for another conversation.
Yeah, let's save it.
We'll be here for a while. We've pretty much come to the conclusion.
Yeah,
We're
I
just
got
How
kinda-
many A's?
Yeah,
We're
we can be
kinda
talking about
dragging
the
it
rest
out.
tonight. Yeah, let's we'll end it here, and then Jordan and I will continue our conversation. Once again, it's been the night shift, episode 9, right?
9. Crazy.
We're
It
almost.
is our Cristiano Ronaldo. Wait, no, it is our Harry
Zlatan-
Kane. No, he's number 10.
Zlatan
It's-
Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, it's our Zlatan.
It's a
episode.
Zlatan episode.
It's our
or-
Luis Suarez. Dog shit.
Or that's
Whoa.
not what I was hoping. Or Tony Martial episode. Champions League, baby. All right.
It's our Tony Romo episode.
What's
Oh,
fuck
fuck
Tony
yeah.
Romo. Also, shout out the Seahawks, Jamal Adams. We're going for that ring again. It's been the Night Shift Podcast, episode 9. Once again, I'm Brian Markley at Bright Allison on Twitter.
Jordan Wakefield at jwakefield98 on Twitter.
My name is Bailey. You can find me at bgary24 on Twitter.
My
Capital B,
name's
capital
Bailey,
G.
and we're the Night Shift at _TNSP _ on Twitter, or the link tree. Like
Is in the
comment,
bio.
Or like feedback.
Like, comment, and
like,
subscribe.
share, feedback, and
Give us your money on Patreon.
yes. We'll see you next week. Give us your money. Thank you.